Run the Weep Mini Bong, my fellow addicts. This is TFA 1024, the Transformers Addict, with episode number 55 of the Transformers Corner. I'm your host, TFA 1024, the Transformers Addict, and with me today I have my co-host as well as my co-admins. Go ahead and introduce yourselves. Hello?
What? Hello?
I said go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Hi, I'm Matt, or CYBERVERSE. I'm a admin of the channel. That's me.
Spooky. Oh, okay. Spooky D, man. That one guy. That's all I got.
It's cool. And?
Alright, I'm Tyler, or the Fluffy Hub on YouTube. And you can find me on Facebook as Tyler Quinones. That's it.
To give a brief explanation on how this is going to be done, as a lot of you know via the updates that I do on Instagram, I haven't made one for YouTube yet, but I might down the line. Maybe not, I don't know. We'll see. My computer is currently KIA. It suffered the... It turns on. It doesn't show any display whatsoever, not even the start menu, but it does turn on. So I have to go get that fixed. So for the time being, Cyborg Raptor, aka TFA number 2, next to Spooky's icon, he will be doing visual aid as well as partial management and moderator for the live chat and the stream on itself. So yeah, today on TFTC we're going to be talking about a lot of recent events that have been occurring within the Transformers franchise, such as IDW comics, Robots in Disguise, and a bit more. So with that, I'll let Cyborg go ahead and take it away.
Alrighty. So first of all, we're going to go ahead and start this live stream. The last night, I know I've been talking about this. When I'm running the show, I like to start on last night, only because, once again, I'm a big movie guy. But this is going to be it. This is our official The Last Night wrap-up part of these podcasts. Because The Last Night's, it's on Blu-ray, it's on DVD, it is fully out. You know, there's now digital and hard copy. There's really nothing else to talk about it. All the toys are somewhat released. And by that I mean only Wave 1 still, even though it's been like 7 months. We'll talk about that later. But as of right now, first some thoughts, guys. What versions do you guys have for The Last Night on Blu-ray?
Me currently, I stuck with the classic standard DVD. I'm still trying to. I'm either going to sell my 4-pack Blu-ray of the 4 movies and then try and get the 5-pack, but I just stuck with the modern or the classic standard. I also have the digital copy too, but that's all because I had the other ones on my iPad.
Gotcha. Spooky D or Tyler?
I do not have it.
Ah, gotcha.
I got the standard one as well.
Yeah, I got Target exclusive cover. Totally, they sold me on the fact that Combiner Wars is in special bonus features.
Oh yeah, that's the only reason why I would buy it.
I mean, as much as I'm not a fan of that series, but we do have Titans Returns coming up next month, so it's a good way to recap myself what's going on with that.
I did not know it was coming out next month.
That's right, next month Titans Returns is coming to the Go 90 or Machinima, whatever it is.
Yo, I'm ready.
Yeah. It's coming out on Go 90.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but hey, that should be good. I mean, if they got Peter Cullen in, they got Jason David Frank. I think they figured out what they did wrong, which was everything last series. So hopefully, we will get that better.
Let's hope the animation, gets a little better, more fluid.
I don't know what that there are some screenshots they showed, and it is exactly the same. So it looks like they'll keep the animation, but
in the animation stuff, I mean like the movement, like the fluency, because it sort of has.
It was a bit choppy.
It has
sometimes.
That guy's choppiness. It's weird.
Yeah, it's very like Transformers Cybertron-y.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, so since The Last Night has been out, if some of you, if you guys watched the bonus features, if you own it, There was this thing they did called Merging Mythologies. It showed a lot of the writers' room, which was when all the writers came in, led by Akiva Goldman. It was around probably late 2015 or early 2016, and just all these writers got together and hey, Transformers 4 is done. Let's start a new movie. How do we get a new idea? And they showed a lot of cool stuff. If you look in the background, you saw they did this. They showed off possible Transformer movies. One of them was called Transformers Operation Skyfire, all about World War II and Autobots, Decepticons versus Nazis. It was kind of cool. One of them was about Transformers Knights, and just the movie was all about knights. It showed awesome concept art of dragons and robots with castles, kind of pretty much what we got in a part of the last night. And I'm guessing when they did that collab, Michael Bay and Lorenzo was just let's just merge it all together. Let's just big old mixing pot. Let's just get it all in there. But the best part, yeah, exactly, get a gumbo Transformer soup going on. But the best part was the background. You saw they had this new movie timeline, which retconned a lot of stuff that was happening in the previous films. I'm going to go ahead and pull up, because I have it here on my computer. I'm going to screen share here. Don't mind me. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Sorry. Oh, there we go. So the first thing they showed off was, as I bring this up slowly and unprofessionally.
Yeet.
What the heck? It's not working now. Oh my god. Okay, cool. Let me just go to the actual picture. Nope. Wow, that's just gonna. Okay. Can't seem to find it. There's a picture that shows Unicron. Not Unicron. Sorry. The creator's hand. The concept art we've seen from Transformers 4. But on the bottom of the picture it says Unicron and Primus fighting. That's the new beginning of the movie timeline. It's the aligned continuity with Unicron and Primus fighting. And then the next billboard is the one you see right here. Right here on you see Onyx Prime and Alpha Trion, and it says 2 billion years ago, the age of the Primes. We know this from line continuity. It says about Alpha Trion puts Onyx on a prison ship and it crashes on Earth. You can tell that's more, some of an homage to the new IDW series. Sorry, Robots in the Sky series, not IDW.
He's fix-it confirmed.
Yeah, exactly, right? So, which is kind of weird. Then after that, it goes to, these are not in order, sorry. So it moves to the next shot it says, in Victorian England, Megatron attempts to retrieve the Allspark. The Witwickens defeat him and are wiped out. He is trapped in the iceberg where he is discovered by Archibald Witwicky. So as of right now, so apparently in this timeline, if this is still in the timeline, this is back with the writer's room. So as far as we know, this is all scrapped after 5, since 5 is an obvious failure in the box office. So it's possible that Megatron is, when he came to Earth, he actually tussled with the Witwickens, which probably had human Autobot, collab to fight Megatron and trapped him in the ice. Hopefully, hoping that they were done with him. But then, next we have Sector 7 discovers Megatron. We know that stuff. It goes into... Well, there's that picture I was looking for. I lost it right here. So on the on the left, you see the Skyfire poster for that Transformers Nazi movie. But on the right, that's the hand they were showing off that said Unicron on the bottom.
Oh, yeah. Laszlo Venn did a concept of it based off of that.
Yeah, exactly. Now... so then after Megatron is discovered, it's hard to see in this picture, but on the top on the left it says Allspark destroyed, and it does it 2007. So that's the end of the movie. And then it says how Optimus Prime is being hunted down. That's Transformers 4. That he is brought to Cybertron to do a purpose, which is Transformers 5, and it leads into not that. Right here it says the only thing that can save us is pretty much he's kind of hiding it, but it says heroes and enemies coming together in unity. So pretty much, we can kind of guess now that Transformers 6 will pretty much have the simple plot is that the Autobots and Decepticons have to join together to fight Unicron.
Which would be pretty interesting to see, and would be a total homage to Transformers Armada.
Yes, and also and like a lot of other things like Transformers Prime as well.
Yeah.
Like it's really cool. So what are you guys' thoughts on these whole new retcons, like with Onyx Prime and Alpha Trion showing up at the beginning and Unicron, fighting together to fight him?
I personally like that they're trying to somewhat incorporate the aligned, like, not the aligned well, technically in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
That I like the idea that they're trying to incorporate the 13 original primes, like Onyx and Alpha Trion, those guys, because they did sort of do that in Revenge of the Fallen, but we had no idea who they were. But I like what they're doing in a sense. So I guess when it comes to like the prison ship thing, maybe like the Dinobots were like disciples of Onyx Prime, maybe.
Yeah, that's such a I'm thinking that too. Especially with if you read the Hasbro the Transformers app, it says pretty much that the Dinobots are kind of like the Predacons in Prime. They are like when Cybertron, after the Age of the Primes, the Age of Beasts came, and they were described as barbarian beasts, which that's what the Dinobots are. So pretty much the Dinobots are the Predacons pretty much of this movieverse.
What's that noise?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Let's stop that.
It might be coming from Spooky.
I'm hearing it as well. I don't know which end it's coming from. My end is silent.
All right. All right. Let's all just keep aware.
Okay.
So what about you, Tyler Spooky? What do you guys think of this new movie timeline?
I'm just really happy that Onyx Prime is actually fix it from RID, and they forgot to mention that they falsely said that Megatron fought or went to attack the England stuff. It was actually Beast Wars Ironhide.
Oh.
That joke will never die with it. That's Fluffy.
It will not. but it's kind of cool to see all this timeline stuff. That's it.
Yeah, I would.
Try to add something else.
Yeah.
This is somewhat off topic, but that Operation Skyfire, since that's a hurricane, we can pretty much confirm that mini Jetfire looking Autobot in the castle.
Is Skyfire? Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, that pretty much is Skyfire. So
yeah,
it's like,
now we can. And it's funny because they have the same body type, so it's Skyfire and Jetfire. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
For me, like, there's one thing that kind of bothers me is that like I'm a fan of continuity. I like it when things come together, and pretty much when they did this, they're kind of like they sort of just kind of like you have to now accept that anything that happens now is Transformers 6. You can't like rely on the other movies. Like there's always going to be problems now with like adding up like the Fallen, for instance. Like why is the Fallen here? Like with Onyx Prime and Alpha Trion and like all those other primes are here. Then what were those 7 primes that died? Like you gotta now have to just force yourself to throw that stuff out the window. But overall, I mean, I do like how they're connecting out D-line continuity. Like that is now their main continuity. Like, and also, and it's interesting that they keep bringing back Onyx Prime because if you like read the IDW comics, he's a big factor right now. Like, there's a lot of characters.
Yeah.
Like he pretty much like he's the reason. Like I think the combination of what's it called?
The Enigma.
Yeah, the Enigma combination is on Earth because of Onyx Prime, as well as this thing called a talisman, which is a big thing in the First Strike comics right now. Like they just mentioned how Onyx Prime he put that on Earth to fight something coming soon, which might be Unicron. And like with that there, and then now he's going to be in the movies apparently. Like I like how like Hasbro is pretty much slowly building Onyx Prime to be this big character, and that just means like there'll be a cool Onyx Prime toy coming soon, hopefully. But one thing I want to mention is that in a other part of the bonus features, Lorenzo pretty much confirms that Quintessa is Quintus Prime of the universe. Because
I thought so.
So there's a part of the bonus features called Cybertron something. It was a bonus features all about Quintessa and Cybertron. and he was saying how Quintessa is a oh man, the word for it, like, is a follower of Cybertron, like a man, he had a specific word that pretty much defines the 13 and Primus, and pretty much like, and also we also see in this picture that Quintus Prime is there. So I'm looking at this and I'm thinking that they first thought that Quintus Prime would be in Transformers 5, but they probably changed it a little bit. You know, like, hey, if he's a life giver, let's make it a female because that's a symbolic thing, and let's change more things about it just to
like mother of Transformers.
Exactly. A life-giving character is always a female.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Cyborg.
No, you're good. No, you're good. Yeah, and you're right.
It has to make you guys, like everyone out there who's watching this has to make you scratch your head. So far, we have had primes, both Fallen, aka Megatronus Prime, and Quintessa be evil. Does that mean in this particular universe that the primes are all going to be evil, or they're going to?
That's a good question. What's cool is that you guys also think about like in the line continuity, like half the primes, like the primes are on a scale of good and evil, like Prima being the goody two shoe, to Megatronus being the most asshole of assholes, and both Megatronus and Quintus are on that asshole scale. Like Quintus is right before Legion Maximo, and then Megatronus. So he's really like he's on the more of the asshole side of things. So it's kind of cool that both these characters are antagonists, because it does make sense that these two they don't share the same like ideals as Optimus or Prima, which makes you guys think. Do you guys think that Optimus Prime in this continuity will be the 13th Prime?
I'm gonna pretty much say what I normally say when it comes to this type of thing. It was somewhat established in the comics, even though they're non-canon, but I wouldn't be surprised if they were to go down that route. So yeah, I do.
Like I have to wait a little bit. What do you guys think, Spooky D-Man Tyler?
I think I also want to wait on that as well. I don't know if I want to come out and say that yet.
I mean, if a lot of hints and nods like the aligned continuity as well as Transformers Prime. I mean, those two continuities alone, that continuity alone rather, has pretty much established that like Optimus is the 13th Prime. He is the last Prime. So.
Yeah, for me, like I'm gonna like wait on that only because I don't want to imagine the fact that Optimus Prime was at the same time was with the Fallen, and like he doesn't remember that. I mean, they explain that in the Aligned continuity. It's like there's this whole thing with him and like being in Knights. Like the movies are already like weird as it is with their the background, and especially with this new Cybertron prequel movie, maybe that might explain that more. I'm curious to see. Like, I really hope they because one of my theories is that the Da Vinci Transformer is Alpha Trion, and I really hope that's true. I mean, it's not going to happen, but
pretty cool.
He looks like an Alpha Trion character.
He does.
Also, I like how the whole prison ship crashing on Earth. That's like totally an homage to RID.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just go ahead. Any last discussions on this timeline? Anything else you guys want to give on before we move on?
I kind of wish that they didn't make that like TLK into one movie made out of two movies. Like I would have actually liked to see these movies that are presented before us right now, like Operation Stockfire, and two separate movies, because it would be a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, like as much as I hate to say, I agree because like it does look like they don't. I think the last night, I think one of the problems with that movie being made was that I don't think really anyone had they didn't have what's the word, like,
really have a very concise story, and they kind of butchered a lot of it.
Yeah, exactly. Like no one felt like no one cared when making this movie. Like the fact that they made all these separate stories and then they just kind of mushed it together. I'm like, and no one. It didn't seem like it was anyone's baby. It was just a movie that they made just to make money.
I was telling MK Former about this. I was telling a few people about this actually. This movie alone, TLK alone, is practically like an amalgamation of all four previous movies. It takes elements from the first movie, like the scene with Hot Rod and Vivian. That pretty much reminded me of how like Sam and Bumblebee interacted when they first met. Like Bumblebee was like in car mode, kind of chasing him, sort of thing. Then protecting him from Barricade. pretty much with Revenge of the Fallen. I can't remember what I said from the. Oh, Evil Prime, duh, because of Quintessa and the Fallen. They're both evil, so that's another element. Dark of the Moon, you know, big old city battle or final battle. It's a giant amalgamation of all 4 previous movies into this one, and it works to a somewhat degree, but not completely. I mean, it's a good movie nonetheless. Okay, it's a good Transformers movie nonetheless. It's not a good movie though. It's like Revenge of the Fallen.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's coming from me. I mean, I still love this thing, but like speaking as like a regular general audience member, it's a good Transformers movie. It's just not a good movie at all. It really is all over the place.
It's a shame too. Like it's, but hopefully with as we move on, we'll talk. We're talking on to the new movie coming out with Bumblebee, which hopefully is it's a whole new start, new director and everything. And we're going to talk about recently one of the best actors, known the man, John Cena, has been on set as the Sector 7 agent. All we know is that his last name is Burns, Agent Burns, played by John Cena.
Which is a reference to Rescue Bots.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's. I'm excited. I'm excited to see how that is. I'm excited to see how John Cena is going to like what his character's going to be. If he's going to be serious, if he's going to be comedic.
I don't know if you ever seen John Cena in a movie before, but he did a movie where he was basically, I think he used to be like some sort of prisoner, and then they let him go, and then he became like a sheriff or something. He fired all the previous sheriffs of the town, and he became like this really cool badass sheriff, like cop in like this small little country town. But he can play the role of like an officer or something. He's good. Like he's a good actor.
He was Fred's dad.
See, that's the thing. That's the only, like, when it comes to media, that's the only thing I know him as an actor is Fred's dad. I never seen Fred, the movie, or like
oh yeah,
his show. But like overall, like I'm excited to see it. Like the only other recent stuff he's done is the voice for this full character in an anthropomorphic animal movie. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited because I love John Cena. I love mostly the meme he has created. And also, and it makes sense. Someone made a great point that it makes sense that So what if John Cena was actually in all 5 movies? But it makes sense. That's why you couldn't see him, because you can't see John Cena. He was there the whole time.
Genius.
Mission City, Egypt, Chicago, Hong Kong. Like he was there. He was everywhere. Cybertron.
It was just
all over the place.
Oh my god.
Speaking of Cybertron, a little off topic. Like someone on YouTube pointed out, there's a shot in The Last Night where like the soldiers are like they're all hunched together preparing to fight the Decepticons and Cybertron, and the cameraman is straight up. He's in the group.
Thew actually did that. He did a small little video on that, and I saw that. I'm just like, wait, what? Like,
yeah, like oh, it's so bad. Like the cameraman is like he's in the shot like with the group of soldiers, like, and it's funny that you don't notice it because he's kind of wearing the same kind of colors that the soldiers are wearing, but it's all like his casual clothes. But no one like caught that. Like that's impressive, honestly. Like it's not as bad as the Transformers 4 random guy shows up like in the rubble and then not again in Age of Extinction. Like that was bad. But that was pretty funny to find out.
That was actually really funny. I honestly just like thought like that was just to do with like a giant heavy weapon or something, but then I'm like, oh nope, that's a camera.
Do you guys
some really good video of the enemies?
Do you guys think? What do you guys think on Bumblebee? Do you guys have faith in Bumblebee?
I have all the faith.
The more that I start to see how this movie is beginning to begin its production, how we're starting to see some of the characters, how we see Bumblebee in his Volkswagen mode, which, by the way, that looks like G1 comes to life.
Yeah, it's classic.
I'm really excited. Because you guys remember at first, whenever I heard about this, I'm like, oh, why? But now I'm intrigued. I'm curious. Like, what are these human characters going to do? You know, John Cena, Sector 7's back? Like, what is all this? Like, so yeah, I feel like this will be a strong movie, and I'm really curious to see what's going to happen in it. especially with that new saline Mustang. I think it's a saline Mustang. I could be wrong. With that new Decepticon. Oh, that car alone looks amazing, and I want that to be Wild Rider for some reason.
Yeah, I see. Like, I think what this movie's doing. Like, I have faith in it because what is it? The fact that like it's a whole new start, new director, new writer. It's a small cast, both with humans and Transformers.
Mhm.
Like, I think it's because it was Travis Knight. Like, I feel like he's gonna put, he's gonna be. God, I can't find the word for this. He's gonna want to make this movie good. It's his first like live action blockbuster movie, not summer blockbuster, but still like it's gonna be a big movie. It's Transformers.
Yeah.
And it's it's his baby. Like,
we'll see it though. That's the thing.
Like the only other movie he's known for is Kubo, and that's a good movie. But this is going to be the one that people are going to be talking about. So of course he's going to make this his he's going to do as good as he can. And with a small cast, it's great to have just like one Autobot, one Decepticon. Like there's no need for everyone to remember all the names of the Constructicons and like Minicons and like all this 10 like Autobots. Like it's just Bumblebee and this other Decepticon that we don't even know if it's hit because they never confirm. Like it has a Decepticon symbol on it, but it was never officially revealed. So there's a lot of mystery behind this movie, which is good because it's almost over being filming, and we know nothing about it, which is great.
I still personally think that car is a Decepticon.
Oh, I do too. I think I want to say it's a Decepticon. I think it is, but as right now officially, we don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I also
I'm
know
excited.
that is back in this.
Hmm?
Can't get a break from him. Or Bumblebee. I mean, okay, I know they're like one of the top 2 characters in the Transformers franchise. Hasbro has to utilize that to make their money, but God, after this, give some lesser characters some attention. Because that's one of the major things with the Transformers mythos. There are so many characters, there are thousands of characters out there who don't even like have that proper recognition. I would love to see something done with like, I don't know, maybe a spin-off movie with like Sea Spray or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it would be cool. Like I personally don't see like them doing like with this how bad the movies are doing. Unfortunately, I think this cinematic universe, quote unquote, is I don't see it lasting long. I see it just with the movies we have planned with Transformers 6 and then the animated movie after that. Like I think that'll be it for this franchise, and then they'll wait. I don't know, it's like. But if it was the other way around, where all the movies were doing great box office wise and they're getting great reviews, then but for sure I would like to get some kind of like, like a more than meets the eyes like movie or like a Windblade movie.
A Windblade movie would be pretty interesting.
Alrighty, and any last things about Bumblebee and anything else you guys want to talk about?
I think that those were false shots of John Cena in the photos because it's not actually him. So in the movie theaters, we're not going to see him at all.
Do you think they should get John Cena in like a mocap suit where it's green so they can digitally edit him out?
Yeah.
So as if I guess technically you could just like not have him on set, but they're gonna have him on set so he can be there, but then just digitally edit him out anyway.
Yeah, boom, he's not there, but you hear him talk.
It's not like they're lying. It's not like he's in the movie, but you just can't see him.
You can hear his lines, but you're not gonna see him.
Yeah, exactly.
You might see his clothes.
Well, anything else spooky or Michael? Any other last talk before we move on to IDW?
I look forward to seeing what Bumblebee's model is going to look like in robot mode. Like the transformation is going to be, and if they're going to even use like his previous movie transformation sound effects.
That ought to be interesting.
That's one of the really kind of looking forward to is seeing the transformation, seeing how like they're going to take his character model and then sort of shapeshift him from the Volkswagen to his robot mode. So I want this movie to do well. I want a good Transformers movie. I really
Yeah, we
want
deserve
one to
that.
do well.
Yeah.
Because the 3 they were doing well, 4th one kind of sank a little bit, then the 5th one completely flunked.
I
It's
agree.
time. It's honest time to make Transformers great again. Like I'm sorry, I'm not even trying to make a stupid
Hey,
joke.
guys. There's a Facebook group called Make Transformers Great Again.
Is Trump behind it?
I really
No. But they hate Bayformers. You don't even know how much they hate them. It's
well,
crazy.
I guess then I'm in the wrong group if I was in there because I just love it. I love the Bayformer stuff.
I just don't talk about Bayformers around them. They get really, really mad when I do.
I don't understand why.
Jeez.
You don't have to like them, but just keep the hate.
Yeah, well, it's just like they're pretty much like unfortunately, when it comes to Transformers like the community, the movies are just it's a tarnished like part of the community. Like it's unfortunately because it gets so much bad rep, it's just like a big like red mark on this fandom, which sucks.
One of the members called me a sheep because I'm blindly following the movies.
Why can't?
Well, I guess we're all cheats here.
Man.
So one of you guys are secretly like some kind of
the thing. Just just let people like what they want to like. Don't
Yeah.
or anything. Just for God's sake.
A little off topic. I just realized, like, isn't it funny that of the 5 movies we have, 3 of them, the antagonist is a prime? Why do they keep doing that?
That's true.
What I was saying, like, do you guys think like that all the primes throughout this universe are going to be evil?
I wouldn't be surprised to see it. Prime turns out to be just as big an asshole as the Fallen.
Oh man.
No one's free. Turns out Unicron's actually the nicest guy here.
Turns out Fix-It is the original Prime.
Oh, dude.
Oh.
Fix-It. If you spell Fix-It backwards, it's Prima. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Like in IDW, he plays a major role as well. I want to see what the Liege Maximo is capable of in this universe.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Like, if they continue the movies and continue on this Prime, which another thing that I know for sure, this next movie is going to have like original Primes because we're moving on to the Power of the Primes toy line, which is all about the original Primes. Especially because every movie does something like if the toys is doing something big, the movies will reflect that. Like in Transformers 5, Infernicus and Dragonstorm are combiners. Even though we just got Combiner Wars over with, and with Time's Returns, we got the Headmasters, which is also Cogman. He's a Headmaster. Even though they never showed it.
Headmaster, but
Liege Maximo is also Fix-It.
Is Fix-It Primus? Is he just everyone?
Fix-It is every Prime. Every Prime looks like Fix-It.
Oh my god! Like if Nexus is the first combiner, then Fix-It is the combiner of all the Primes. We just don't know it yet.
Hey, Fix-It did combine with a bunch of spiders, Oh,
that's right. Alrighty, guys. As much as I love talking about how Fix-It's the biggest Prime, the best Prime of them all, it's time to move on to a lesser-known topic, and that's IDW comics. What do you guys know of the IDW comics?
Nothing.
Nothing. Perfect.
What you have did I know nothing about because I'm not.
Michael, I can't hear you, man.
Hold on. Bed.
He said bed.
Strike. I have not been even touching upon it at all. I haven't read it.
Well, let me just go ahead and give you guys a quick trip down memory lane, if you will. Pretty much.
I do know
in the comics. So right, IDW is doing a whole thing. Pretty much, they did an Avengers stunt where they did all these different comic series: GI Joe, Micronauts, ROM. All these are going to be turned into movies. So it's a good way if you guys want to get caught up before the movie comes out. Read some of these comics. If you go, I'll edit at the end of this video. I'm going to edit the link to viewcomics.com. You can get all these comics for free. You just gotta look up Transformers or ROM or Revolution, and you can just read them all. It's straight up. It's just like that.
I would love to read them all.
Okay.
I mean, wouldn't say put that in the video, but maybe make like a Facebook page post or something.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, I'll get to that too.
Oh, that is pretty much reading all these comics online without paying, and that's sort of.
I mean, but that's the thing. Like, so this website, there's a reason. Like these comics are free, but that's because if people are like this, the website is only free and have all the comics if people are donating. And when the limit is no longer, if they don't hit the limit of the month, then they shut down the website and they wait for people to donate that money. So technically, people are paying to read these comics, but it's just of your choice. You can choose to donate $1 to keep the website going. I'm saying, like, so, like, if it doesn't reach it's
okay, yeah, I remember seeing that now because every time I went on, 2 times when I went onto the website, I saw it was like temporarily off.
Exactly. It's so if you ever go to the website and it says offline, that means that they haven't reached their maximum money to buy these comics for you guys to read them. Yeah. So technically, these comics are being bought, but they're bought for everyone to see.
I'll just take screenshots of all the pages.
Yeah, exactly. Save all the images. So right now, so pretty much the big hitters of these comics it's Rom, the Space Knight. He's pretty much a dude in silver armor, and he's going around killing these guys called Dire Wraiths. They're pretty much the Skrulls of the Transformers universe. Skrulls are shape-shifting aliens that turn into people. We have the Micronauts.
Much like Ditto's a
exactly. It's a Ditto. And also, like I don't know, it's really hard to hear you, man.
I'm honestly trying to speak as loud as I can, and the mic.
Sorry about that.
No, you're fine. You know what?
Well, Michael's figuring it out. Also, in the comics, the big thing is Micronauts, which is pretty much the Guardians of the Galaxy, but 3 inches tall. Bunch of us like wacky dudes. We have the Star-Lord character, we have the Groot character, we have the Rocket character. Like they're just the Guardians of the Galaxy characters, but they're 3 inches tall. So a lot of wacky adventures goes on, and they're fighting against this guy called Karza. He's like a Darth Vader, but 3 inches tall.
Even better.
Yep, and he's a really cool guy. He's designed really cool. After that, so then we have G.I. Joe. I should not need to explain G.I. Joe. They're just pretty much the government's for sure tactical team of saving the environment and stopping the terrorists and telling you not to like break into a car with a PSA from the 80s. And then we have after that is Mask. It's pretty much these guys wearing masks driving cars that turn into a jet or a bicycle.
The best way to know about Mask, look up the Robot Chicken short.
Exactly. Oh yeah, dude. That's how I learned about Mask. It's Robot Chicken. It's a good skit.
I need to watch this now.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else that they're doing right now. Oh, Action Man. Action Man is just this special British agent. He's England's G.I. Joe.
Man. The name's Man. Action Man.
Exactly.
So,
he's pretty much James Bond, but young. And that's it. So those stories are being told right now, and including Transformers, obviously. What's cool about in the IDW comics is that so all these characters are somehow connected to Transformers. For instance, the Micronauts, the guys are 3 inches tall. They're from a universe created by Micronus Prime.
Micronus Prime. I remember that.
That makes so much sense.
That's why they're all small, because they're made from a small prime.
Did they ever explain about like Action Man or anything? Are there any other more Prime connections like that?
No, like Action Man is not like he and like Rom are like the few characters that are not connected to Transformers somehow. I
thought Rom was connected to the Knights of Cybertron.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not if he is, they haven't confirmed that yet. But
possible idea for IDW.
Possible. One last thing, just want to add on to the Micronauts is that I think it's cool is that so the Micronauts, the people from their universe, they do this thing called interchange. It's when they grab something and then they fuse together. They transform together to fuse, which is makes sense because their entire race is formed from Micronus Prime, a transformer. In fact, in the comics recently, Karzma, the Darth Vader character, he fused with Micronus Prime himself and became like this giant, massive Micronus Prime evil character. It was really cool. So for what?
Nothing.
Okay, gotcha. So there's that. Mask is their division was created because the Cybertronians came to Earth, and they pretty much the Americans or some organization re-engineered Transformer technology and made these cars turn into jets and planes. So that's completely Transformers based because of them. GI Joe. Right now in the comics, Skywarp is a member of GI Joe.
Yeah, I remember that.
So that's pretty cool. And also the headquarters for GI Joe is the Nemesis.
Whoa.
Yeah, so underwater, what's the boat guy from GI Joe? It's like Gung Ho, or it's Polly.
No, it's a shipwreck.
Shipwreck, yeah, Shipwreck. He commandeered the Nemesis and he renamed it Lumeria, and so now all of them, all the GI Joe members are all hiding on the Nemesis underwater as their base of operations.
What did you say the name was?
Lumeria.
Why does that sound familiar?
I don't know. I think it's a very famous boat name.
I think that was from Transformers Cybertron because they had like Atlantis.
Oh yeah.
And those 4 ships. Oh, that might be it.
I'm trying to. Well, it's having. So ROM really doesn't have anything right now. They're doing a comic called Transformers versus ROM. So ROM is part of these Space Knights, and it turns out in the past one of them, the Space Knights, was a Transformer. But like the thing about the Space Knights that they are against Cybertronians. Like in the universe, Cybertronians are known as these big assholes. Oh, excuse me. Big assholes who just destroy the planet, and they destroy everything. So no one really cares about Transformers in world of space in the universe.
Yeah,
anyway,
they don't care.
So Rom himself is a dude that was attacked by the Dire Wraiths, who once again are shape-shifting aliens. And he was trying to fight them as a normal like humanoid character, but then he found this weird metal, touched it, it fused with him, and he became Rom, the Space Knight. And that's really pretty much his thing. Like he goes to Earth hunting down Dire Wraiths. They are all hiding as humans. One of them is actually Joe Colton, which is GI Joe, to the main dude. So they just discovered that he's actually an evil like alien. So there's all that, and I can't think of anything else really. I mean that's it. So those are all the characters in IDW, and then including obviously Optimus Prime, RC, Soundwave, Starscream. They're all like big characters in IDW, and they're all coming together, fighting each other or joining together to fight the bad guy. And right now is the comic going on. The big comic is called First Strike. It is their second time with all of the continuities coming together. They did it about a year ago with Revolution, and so now this is the Age of Ultron of these comics. This is the second big Avengers style comic. And it's right now all the bad guys from all these continuities, like Cobra Commander, was it like the bad guy from Mask, which his name's like Miles Mayhem, the tiny dude from Micronauts. Right, they're all coming together, and they're all joining together to try to destroy Cybertron because everyone believes that the Cybertronians are a threat to the universe, and so they're trying to destroy it. And so all the heroes and Autobots are coming together to fight the bad guys from Earth and try to stop them from destroying Cybertron.
This is why I love the Transformers comics, because there's so many like concepts that wouldn't be addressed in like a modern day cartoon or anything. Like you have discrimination, you have all this other stuff. It's just awesome how this works.
There's like this. If you want like a very serious story, like it's not just sunshines and rainbows. IDW is the way to go. Like there's one of the Autobots on Optimus Prime's team. I forgot his name, but he is like they fought some Junkions in the past issue, and his Spark brother died, and he needs him to transform. So this guy literally he cannot transform. He's powerless because his friend got killed by the Junkions, and then Optimus Prime after the battle befriended the Junkions to stop the battle. So this guy hates Optimus Prime now. His brother's dead. He can't transform. Optimus Prime pretty much looks like a traitor to him. Like a lot of dark stuff's happening in the comics, and also they actually are good with continuity. If there's something about the continuity that doesn't make sense, they explain it in another issue.
Isn't there a Transformer that turns into a torture chair?
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Oh yeah. There's so many like weird like transformations. Like I would love to I would tell you guys to go read the comics, which you should. But if you guys like want to try from the beginning, that's 10 years of comics to read, and there's multiple series. So
yeah, it starts from like Transformers, like Dreamwave comics till now. It's that big of a universe.
The
the moment you get to like Transformers ongoing, you have a choice. You could go More Than Meets the Eye or Robots in Disguise, but they somehow find a way to mend it together, which is really cool.
Yes, like if I'm trying to think like a good. I guess if you guys want to like read these comics, I'm trying to think of a good like place to start, like but not to the beginning. Because for instance, I started reading it at All Hail Megatron back in 2008 or 9. I didn't need to read everything previously. I did eventually, but I started there. It's up to your discrimination, guys. If you want to start reading, research it, find a good place to start, and go on from there. And then try reading Revolution and First Strike. They're really awesome. It's really cool that they're all connecting. Not to mention that the movies they're going to have their own cinematic universe in the movies. Unfortunately, Transformers is not going to be part of that cinematic universe, but still, it's going to be a big thing in the next 3 or 4 years.
I mean, who's to say that, like, you know, we might not make a video on how to read these comics? Because seriously, like, these are good stories. Like, these are something you will never see in a cartoon or a movie in this franchise whatsoever. If you really want to read these stories, go read them. I mean, we will legit make a video on a guide on how to read these comics.
Yeah, I'm so down to look that up.
They're amazing stories, and I strongly urge anyone who is a deep Transformers fan to go read these. They're absolutely incredible.
Agreed. And since you guys haven't really been reading it, there's not really a way to discuss that. I just wanted to give out I just wanted to talk about what's happening right now in the comics because that's a big thing relevant to the Transformers community. I just want to talk about also how they confirmed that Unicron is going to show up in IDW comics. He has never showed up, but he will like this next year coming soon. And his design's really weird. He's all like rocky. The mouth of Unicron is all like volcanic. It's a really cool.
I didn't see that
concept. Yeah, this is the image they showed at the San Diego Comic-Con. Like it's a very different form of Unicron. It looks very organic.
I'm tempted to go look at this now.
It's on the screen right now. And if you want to look on the YouTube, like I mean, on our channel, like what we're doing right now, I have it right here displayed.
Oh,
that kind of.
I was actually on view. Sorry.
That kind of makes sense.
Whoa!
Like, what?
Dude, that looks really freaking cool.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes sense because
oh shit!
Because like with Beast
Sorry.
Wars, they had like organic parts because they turned into those animals, and so if Unicron turns into a planet, it makes sense for there to be magma and
see that's really cool. Like it's going into like the legit like.
But Unicron is a legit alien planet now. He's not.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's you know if like Unicron is like he forms into a planet, and now instead of just showing like a robot planet turning into a robot. It's showing like if a Cybertronian turns into a legit planet, there's things that have to work around that. There's planet's cores, there's magma, there's tectonic plates. There you go, that's the word.
Yep.
Like it's all this stuff, asteroids. Like it's gravity is like the ring of Unicron is asteroids. Like it's a really cool like concept of Unicron. And also what I'm really also excited about is on the bottom there it says Bumblebee. For those, for you two who have not read the comics, Bumblebee's dead. So,
yeah, he's gone.
This is alluding to the fact that Bumblebee may return, because they confirmed recently that Bumblebee, like in the comics, Starscream is leader of Cybertron, but he keeps seeing visions of Bumblebee. But they confirmed that these aren't visions. Bumblebee is talking to him through this like portal, pretty much.
Spooky, scary Cybertron's spirit.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see how that pops out. Like these guys on the bottom here are the main cast of the IDW comics: Starscream, Optimus, Bumblebee, Windblade, and that guy I can't know. I don't know who the guy between Starscream and Optimus is.
Wait,
good.
It looks like it's RC. Oh, it's RC.
That's RC.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can't call her a guy because King Comics.
Should we talk about that, Michael? Just that issue.
Yes.
So they did an issue once again starring Onyx Prime because he's being a big relevant part of the comics and continuity now.
It's everywhere.
And so in that comic they show Galvatron and his brother, his brother RC. So it's now confirmed that the Galvatron and RC are brothers. And I don't say like brother and sister because you gotta know in the comics, female Cybertronians don't really exist. They do exist in different planets, but when it was just Cybertron,
but they're in their own culture, it is like one unirace pretty much or unigender.
And I'm not going to go deep into it, but pretty much the reason why RC looks the way she does now is because Giaxis was an evil scientist, and he took a Cybertronian, which is RC, and he tried creating a different gender, and he succeeded, obviously.
Oh, I remember reading about that one.
Why?
Yeah. So but I mean, I also like it's cool that they also confirmed in the comic that Alchemist Prime is Macadam.
What?
So if you guys don't know who Macadam is, he is known for Macadam's oil house, oil house.
No way.
And so we've been hearing about this character Macadam for a long time in the Transformers community. All we know that he owns a bar, and you never really got to see him. And they confirmed
McAdams, but whatever.
McAdams or Macadams? You're probably
whatever
right.
Whatever pronunciation works for you. I call him McAdam because I don't
anyway, so this character Macadam or McAdam, whatever you want to go to it, they finally revealed that he is originally Alchemist Prime. Because in the line continuity, he never died. He just kind of like left the group.
He took a break.
He did his own thing. And in the comics, they show off that he's a big drinker. He's always all about drinking. And they also in another like Transformers timeline comics, they confirmed that it's him. They used they based him off in this bartender character that they drew a long time ago, a few years back. Anyway, yes, Macadam and Alchemist Prime are the same dude.
Nice.
Which is weird, like because in the IDW comics, it's also weird that the original 13 Primes are not the original Transformers in this continuity. That's the guiding hand. I'm not going to jump into that one.
Who are those guys about? I read about them for a little bit.
The guiding hand are the original Transformers in the IDW comics. Like there's Primus, Mortalis, Brain Dude, Solamus, and and Adaptus. Those are the original Transformers in the IDW comics, and they created the 13 Primes.
So wait a minute. So they're like the prior Primes, like the predecessors.
Yeah, like they're like I mean, are they Primes? No, they're like. Sorry, I have a thing in my throat.
I guess like call them engineers.
Yeah. Ooh. Anyway, so yeah, so like it goes because Primus. Pretty much in the comics, it was just Primus, and then he divided himself into 5 beings, including himself and those 4 dudes. God, there's this thing in my throat. I can't talk. Someone talk about the Unicron.
Water is your best friend. Go get some water.
Okay, you guys talk. I'll be right back and get some water.
I'm just gonna say this. I'm really anxious for Unicron now. He looks absolutely freaky. Wait, so really freaking cool.
Wait, so this is actually the first time they showed him within the 10 years of comics that they've made?
Yeah, this is the first ever time we have seen an iteration of Unicron since the 10 years.
How do you hold back from doing something like that for 10 years?
These comics know what they're doing, dude. That's why I strongly urge anyone who watches this video or any of my videos when I talk about the comics to go read these stories. They are stunning. They're really well done. And there are a lot of different concepts that are addressed within the comics, such as, as I mentioned before, there's like world building stuff like, LGBT, discrimination, genocide, pretty much. There's a lot of dark, gritty shit in this. And it's an amazing universe to just get sucked into.
I mean, like, my thing with the comics, like, I know some stuff, but, like, in very, very small fragments. So it's very, very limited what I know of the comics. I either look up some things, what happened to this one character, and they'll say, like, the RC thing, saw about that, and all the extra minor stuff.
I mean, I like the creative freedom and liberties that they have within this universe. Like, I wouldn't have ever imagined that RC was, like, a dude. Like, ever.
Well, technically, they don't have any sexes.
Well, I'm just saying, in our perspective, as a human race, we have these multiple genders. Well, two genders. It's still multiple. But regardless, like, you know, I would never think in our eyes that RC would ever be a male. And now, you know, IDW is like, guess what? RC has always been a male, but G-Axis just wanted, you know, some robot poontang.
You think about it, that's really deep. Like, he experimented on a bot to make it a girl. Like,
I guess to like express some like to have some diversity within the Cybertronian race.
but just
One
think.
thing also I like to mention is that RC's a guy in this, but yet there's a whole like different planet in this universe of female Transformers, which is where Windblade comes from.
Wait,
because like
what?
Well, yeah, Caminus. Talk about Caminus here.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and it was cool to, because in this comic, kind of like Transformers Cybertron, there are like 13 colonies. Each prime, like they left the Cybertron and did their own little planet. And was it? So I think Onyx Prime came to Earth. I think. Wait, no, he didn't, because he went to Eurekis. Never mind. I don't know, like I just think it's cool that so Solus Prime went to a planet and created an entire race of female Transformers.
Again, for diversity.
Yep.
Dang.
But like
Alright.
if anyone has any free time at all, like you're bored, you want a good story that will just keep you coming back for
Yeah, you feel
more.
like reading.
Go read these comics. Get reading.
And Michael, he put the website like viewcomics.com, and you don't have to even like think about it. Just remember viewcomics.com, and you can read them all right now. So let's end off IDW Comics with let's end it off with one thing they confirmed, and that is they're bringing in the Visionaries. Does anyone know who the Visionaries are?
No.
You
Not
seem
at
really
all.
excited, but no, I have no idea.
I'm not excited. I just think it's funny. So the Visionaries are a Hasbro toy line of these knights who it's funny because I like describing these dudes. They are knights who have like a picture of like a lion or like a leopard on their chests, and then they turn into that animal. But also they have a giant staff with a picture of like a centaur, and that centaur comes out like a summoning and like does damage. It's these weird ass dudes, and so they're bringing it into the IDW comics, which is all about science fiction, like military soldiers, microspace, Transformers, and now they're bringing in the Visionaries. These mythical, like magical, like mages and knights, like are coming in.
They sound
I'm
like
excited.
Animorphs. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
I know,
They sound
similar.
like Animorphs.
Like it's funny. Like there was a cartoon about it in the '80s, but it's so hard to find on YouTube. You have to dig deep. These like it's so weird. I'm excited because one, this is confirmed to be part of the Hasbro Cinematic Universe. So I'm excited to see that's going to happen in a movie. But I'm just like, I've been hearing about the Visionaries for so long, and I want to know more about it. And they're coming to IDW in the form of the comic Transformers versus the Visionaries.
That's going to be really interesting to see.
If you see right here on our the screen, it has a picture of Visionary stabbing Ironhide in the back of the neck, killing him. So I'm excited to see how this fight goes on, because these are just people that have like the ability to turn into a lion or like summon a centaur. It's pretty wacky. Like not like Inhumanoids wacky, but is it called Inhumanoids? The one with like Decompose as the Michael, do you know what I'm talking about?
I think
it's called Inhumanoids. Like what Chris Latta voiced this character called Decompose. It was a dinosaur man, but it had a T-Rex skull, and his stomach was like visible. You can watch his enemies digest. Like it was,
What?
yeah, it was
Jesus.
weird. Yeah, that's another '80s cartoon for another time to talk about. But yeah, so I just want to end up the IDW comics. That's happening December. The first issue comes out. You can read it on viewcomic.com. So yeah, you guys should just go online and read the comics, keep up with us, and we'll talk about that stuff. If you guys like it, well, maybe we'll do like a monthly like issue rundown of like what happened in the issue. But as right now, I just want to point out because I think it's cool to have like this Hasbro like toy line that's been talked about in the '80s, and now they're bringing it back. Like also, if you guys did you guys see that Revolution, the exclusive San Diego Comic-Con like toy pack?
Yeah, it had like Jetfire
Yeah,
and a bunch of others.
yeah, Jetfire, exactly. A Jetfire, Rom, a Dire Wraith, one of the Visionaries, Micronauts, and a GI Joe character. I think that's Action Man.
Yeah,
So
you
pretty
were
much
right.
all
It
that I
is,
mentioned. And Mask.
in Humanoids.
Yeah, and Humanoids.
It was
Decompose. Yeah, Chris Latta did like this yell, like he would be like, decompose, and he would grab someone and they would melt in his fingers. It was really cool.
What?
This is a cartoon.
Yeah, it's cartoon in the 80s. It was like it was crazy.
That'd be graphic. Jesus.
So anything else before we move on to the next topic?
Nope.
I look forward to seeing Unicron's robot mode.
Me too. Oh man, it's gonna be like all Rocky.
Cool.
Do you think that Unicron? Do you think that's Earth?
I think it's? I mean, they did go down the Transformers Prime route like multiple times, so I wouldn't be surprised.
And movie too. So with the movies now bringing up, like if that's, I'll be surprised. Like I would actually like the idea if Unicron being Earth is now the like normal Unicron, that'd be interesting. And to bring that into the comics, that'd be cool to see. So we have now finished IDW. We're now moving on to our next topic, which is the toys, Power of the Primes. They recently announced they had showed images of the new leader class for Power of the Primes, which is in the form of a black Rodimus Prime known as Rodimus Unicronus.
I like that name alone, Unicronus.
Oh yeah,
it just sounds really freaking cool.
But I think my favorite part of this toy is the fact that the leader version of this toy, like the leader class version, has the mustache, the epic black. Was it Broken Mirror?
How did I know you were gonna say that?
What?
I said, how did I know you were gonna say that was your favorite part, that he has the mustache?
Oh yeah, because I love, because like no one is gonna know that unless you know Broken Glass, or Shattered Glass. Sorry. Like it's such an great like icon. Like this is not Shattered Glass Rodimus. It's some other toy, but they're gonna bring in the mustache. It's perfect because if you guys don't know, in Shattered Glass, which is a universe where the Autobots are evil and the Decepticons are heroic, Rodimus is known for displaying this beautiful mustache, and bringing that into the toy is a great idea.
Yeah, it's like a.
Does it come with a razor?
No, I mean technically yes. If you don't like the mustache, you can just bring him to just normal Rodimus, and he is mustache free.
Rodimus before he hit puberty.
Exactly. Which is cool. I love the decal on his chest. The Decepticon, like it's like all like purple and sharp looking. It looks like a Legend of Zelda crest, but like all Decepticon-y. Like it's very cool. It's not just a flames. It's some other thing.
I don't know why. It just looks like it looks like some sort of like armored spider to me. Inside of this, like with a Decepticon heart.
Also, there's flames on the side of this trailer. That's metal, dark and evil. Like he's all black and purple, which is like the perfect Decepticon decal you can go with.
I feel like in that universe, like Rodimus would be like that goth member. I don't know why.
Leave me alone.
Goth metal.
Yeah.
No, so what do you guys think on this guy? Would you pick him up if you're not? I mean, if you're even interested in this Rodimus like toy?
I'm gonna get the original one, so hell yeah.
Yes. Definitely.
I just like the mustache. That's all I can say.
I agree too.
That's all.
Not enough to spend $60 for me, but I do think it's a great idea. I wonder if they're gonna have. Oh, do you guys think they're gonna? So the original Rodimus has the Matrix. Do you think this one's gonna bring in the Darkspark as a toy?
I honestly think it might bring in like the Dead Matrix or something.
Oh yeah, or the Decepticon Matrix of what? Conquest?
Yeah, the Matrix of Conquest.
Oh yeah, I'm excited. Like as we move on, unfortunately, I did not have time to pick up the other pictures. I mean, I can stop screen share as we talk about it.
Yeah.
But what is it? Oh jeez. They brought in they revealed the Predacons. Not Predacons, Terracons.
Yeah, you'd have to go to TFW for that one.
Yeah. What do you guys think of the Terracons? Like you know,
I freaking called it. I knew they were going to happen. And I'm so glad I said that they were, because I was saying, and Cyborg, you know personally, I've been hoping for this. I've been saying if they do like a Wave 7 or something for Combiner Wars, they better do Predacons or Terracons. Here we are in Power of the Primes, the big kickoff to the Prime Wars trilogy. And this is pretty much like a giant tribute to both Titans Return and Combiner Wars in a way, but with also adding the Prime mythology into the line. I am so freaking happy, but I'm also somewhat disappointed in Hungar, because he's pretty much a retool of Silverbolt. Like, he has Silverbolt's arms in his, I think the thighs at least, not the actual full legs of him.
Oh yeah.
But he is like, he's a heavy remold of Silverbolt, and while the Beast Mode and the Robot Mode look very Generation 1 accurate, it just, I don't know why, but his proportions seem weird to me. But I'm so happy we're going to actually have Abominus to have with Computron. That's awesome.
Here's the thing. I think it was really smart that they waited to release it during Power of the Prime, because then they gave themselves all this time to make sure it was right, you know?
I mean,
Yeah.
I want to wait and see how Abominus is going to look in hand. And with Toy Fair coming up in February, we're probably going to get that sneak peek, as well as with Cyberverse, because it's going to be 2018, and this cartoon's going to probably be out during the summer.
I mean, right now they look good, so I think
They do.
the extra time that they took was worth it, because in the end, their robot modes and their vehicle modes look pretty good.
Well, vehicle modes?
All right, I do. I now have visual aid here on TFW. The first picture right here we have is a picture of Ripper Snapper. It looks pretty. Yep. Which really, like, to me, he's kind of like the. I don't want to say the boringest, but that's the word I'm going with. Because like it's literally, it's just you bring the head back and then you straighten up his legs and then he's a human now. But it's, I don't know, these are very classic designs of like the Terracons. Like, it's straight up like there's no like reimagining. These are just straight up the Terracons. You have here I forgot his name. Dive Bomb.
No, that's no. Dive Bomb's a Predacon. That's Cutthroat.
Oh, that's right.
Come on,
Cutthroat. Yeah. So what's like? Hey, we're hitting the part of Transformers continuity where I kind of lost.
That's why I'm here, Cyborg. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, thank you. So we got Cutthroat in the classic colors. Straight up looks like a walking bird man. Turning into a walking man bird. It's, I mean, like, it's cool, I guess.
You gotta give him some slack. This is based off of the G1 toys.
Exactly. No, yeah. I mean, this is where, like, straight up, like, this is straight up based off G1. Like, it's a little, like, it's getting, like, too blocky. But still, it's fine. Okay. We got Sinner Twin.
Yeah, hey, you remember the name for that one.
Yeah, I know. I got some knowledge. Which is cool. Like, I only remember Sinner Twin because I had the Transformers Prime, the version of it. What was it called? Twin
Strike.
Yeah, I remember getting that toy and thinking, why didn't they pick Sinner Twin? That's a really badass name. But yeah, this guy's cool. Yeah. I actually like this design. He's really cool. Like, you know, he kind of reminds me of King Ghidorah, only like on a smaller scale.
He's King Ghidorah's baby if he didn't have another head.
Yeah. You know, it's a really cool color scheme with that bright blue and the banana yellow. And then we got to hear Abominus. Not Abominus.
No, that's Hungar.
Yeah, that's the combined form. Silly.
That's Hungar.
Hungar, that's right. Is it 3 R's or 2 R's?
It's 3 R's now, so it's Hungar.
Yeah, I do like the idea of the dragon head turning into his feet.
No, but you see what I mean now when you're looking at that figure alone? Like, look at the forearms. Look at the hands. It is pretty much like Silverbolt.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, it's true. I see it.
And I give it credit. It works. It looks good. The dragon mode alone looks really good.
I really like the dragon mode. Yeah, the dragon mode heads look awesome.
I wonder if Broom tried to eat the candy corn.
Wait, what?
Do you not see the candy corn all on the table?
What? Oh.
The candy corn.
The Terracons were hungry. They were hungry. They wanted a snack before they started.
Dude, oh man, I want this new Transformer here. It turns into a ghost. It's a smiley face. Dude, when's that coming out?
Next there's cereal that are called like.
Didn't you know that guy's name is Spector?
Spector. Oh, I love it. And then we have here
That's Blot.
I
His
forgot
name
his
was
name.
changed to Blight
Blot?
for the Transformers Prime one, but that's actually
Oh,
Blot.
that's right.
So
He looks like a pug. It looks like a pug mech. Which this one, like, once again, like, unfortunately, like, he looks too simple. Like, it's a man, like, ogre thing that turns into a man. So, like, you can totally guess the transformation by just looking
what are
at it.
you doing in my swamp?
But overall cool. But I guess, do they have the image of a
They did not
Abominus?
show Abominus.
Ah,
yet.
dang. Yeah, there's pictures of
That's what I'm
Grotesque, which
saying.
was an exclusive.
I'm pissed off about that. That was really stupid for them to really release both the RC on HasCon same day and Grotesque the same day as the convention. I wanted that.
Right?
I want the monster bots. I have Twinferno, aka Double Cross, and I have Repugnus, but I don't have.
Oh, that's right. It's Grotesque an Autobot?
Yeah, Grotesque is an Autobot.
Yeah. That actually reminds me, Michael. What Transformer came with that homage to Noble, like the Savage and Noble thing? They're like mini cons, but it's an homage to Noble. What was that from?
Wait, what are you talking about?
There was a Transformer. I think it was exclusive, or it was something they revealed, and there was this mini con, or like a Target Master or a Titan Master, and it turned into like an alligator thing, but together, like, it combined with the thing and turned into a werewolf, which was totally based off Noble.
Fangry!
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, it was Fangry, one of the junior headmasters from Transformers Master Force? I think? Yeah.
Well, because it came out recently, and we were looking at the toy, and we're like, oh, snap, that's Noble. It's an homage.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. And Takara actually did that with their G2 Megatron repaint, and they have that Fangry redone in solid and Noble colors.
That's what it was.
Really cool.
It was the movie. It was the best toy line. But
No. It was actually just the G2 Megatron. From Transformers Legends.
That's right.
Yeah, Takara Legends Generation 2 Megatron. Thank you, Dr. Prime.
Do you have a picture of the Titan Master Crunch?
Oh, the cereal box thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was kind of a clever idea.
Next to it, it was awesome.
I really want. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of us should have known that these guys were gonna come because when Titans Return came around, Beast Formers started showing up again. Weird Wolf, Croc, Skull Cruncher, Mind Wipe. All these Beast-like Transformers started showing up again. That was pretty much like a large hint that it's like, hey. We're doing beast-based Transformers again, so you pay attention for the future. Here we are with the Dinobots and the Terrorcons.
Yeah, and as you can tell, like, as the generation line goes down, it's going through like the show. Like, they did all the classic Transformers, Dinobots, the Combiners, the Titans. Then we have these guys from like late in G1. I'm waiting for getting into Sky Gary and Die Atlas. Get those generation toys out there. Only because I love the name Sky Gary. It's very bizarre. Sky
Gary looks like a cosplayer. Sky Gary looks like a cosplayer of a Star Saber from Victory.
A Star Saber toy would be great too, and Deathosaurus. Off topic. Anyway, so I'd like to point out this cool thing here. So every Transformer that you get from Power of the Primes, these characters are aligned to a prime, like they follow a certain prime.
Well,
for instance, here, Scrapnel is with the Legion Maximo.
Yeah, let me correct you on that. Not every Transformer. Not every Transformer. I don't think so.
Oh dang! Which one's it?
The cards with the little prime things are like a limited, like random package with some.
I mean, it could be true. I don't know, honestly. That raises the question. Maybe they do have specific Titan or Prime Masters that they use. I don't know.
Well,
I know that like when it comes to the Prime Masters alone, they come with like decoy suits, aka pretenders to shells and that sort of thing. Maybe they do have it. I don't know. That sounds interesting though. If they do have that go throughout, because I know the Prime Masters are going to play a big thing throughout the whole Power of the Primes toy line, but I don't know if each character has a designated Prime Master. That's the thing. I'm
curious now, yeah, because
me too.
Because the Shrapnel here has one, and obviously, he's not going to come with the Prime Master at all. He has a card. Like I think they each going to have a card, and behind the card, it's like, and our toy bios, like Slug, he really likes Micronus or something.
I know it's also odd that Liege Maximo is paired with Windcharger, who's like one of the most
Yeah.
Really, almost Autobots. That's just weird.
Well, at the show, there's like a video of the dude asking the Hasbro manager questions, and those cards that show like the Prime Master with the person are gonna be randomly packaged with figures.
Oh, really?
Okay. I got
Oh,
it.
that's cool. We
That
have an
Wind
image
Charger
here
alone,
of Wind
that
Charger.
looks beautiful.
Yeah,
that is
and,
like one of the
and
best iterations of Wind Charger we have ever gotten.
And what's great is that through the leaks, we can confirm that Tailgate's getting a repaint.
I freaking I trust your addict, fellow addicts. I know what I'm talking about. Those leaks would not be legit if Hasbro wouldn't have contacted TFW, Cybertron, T-Formers, and say, take these down. We have plans for these. They covered their own ass. That was the major giveaway. That was the dead giveaway that these things were legit. So
I'm still waiting on that movie toy line confirmation because I'm really hoping. Sorry, what?
Ease your mind. Ease your mind.
I know. Sorry.
It's legit. It's legit.
I'm scared. Okay, they said 2017. if this says 2017 and it's almost the year's up, unless they reveal all the toys coming out in the next month, then I can ease my mind. But it seems they look canceled, and it scares me.
Cyborg. We have the movie tribute line, the movie edition line.
Yeah,
we have that.
I want that Grimlock. That's all I want.
I know. I want that Grimlock too. It's okay.
His tail's a mace, Michael. His tail's a mace. All right. Okay. Okay. So, anything else we got to talk about Power of the Prime? Oh,
there are quite a few things, to be honest.
That's right. I'm gonna stop sharing and then go to the Fembots that they revealed.
Was that? Oh, I thought there was more after Wind Charger.
Was there? Hold on. Inspection.
Lost that Wind Charger.
Shrapnel. Grapnel.
Yeah. I might actually pick that up, to be honest. Okay, that's Landmine with
which prime is that?
I forgot which prime that was. Is that that's not Vector.
Alchemist, I think, or Alchemist.
Yeah, I think that is Alchemist.
Yeah.
So that's Landmine's protected.
Maybe it's Quintus. They all have like weird names, and they all have weird designs, and we'll probably remember them all in the next year or so.
Let's see who was next. I know one was Submarauder.
See, here it comes. There's Black.
Okay, we have
Rodimus.
We have Goth Rodimus. Gothamus Prime.
Rodimus. There's a Black Matrix. That's cool.
Yeah, and according to this, according to the comment section, Dr. Prime and both Primus Productions, thank you guys very much for your feedback. That is actually the Matrix of Chaos. John Warden apparently confirmed it and said that the Matrix that Rodimus or Unicronus Prime gets is the Matrix of Chaos.
Now, do you think because most of those is that Prime Master in there?
Yeah, that is a Prime Master. And also, actually, yeah, that would work.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. That's first thought is that they're doing an evil Rodimus.
Dr. Prime also says that the Landmine is with Alpha Trion.
Oh, is that Alpha Trion? Okay.
Yeah, so let's see what else there is.
Thank you guys. Comments. You're beautiful.
There's Submarauder.
Yeah, that's right. I think that's Quintus.
Yeah, I think Submarauder is with Quintus, and then the dude on the left, I can't remember who that is.
That's Cloud. That's Micronus and Cloud. Oh no, wait, is it Vector?
No, that's
Prime
not Cloud. No, that's not Cloudraker. That's someone else.
Right.
Or Cloudburst. That's.
Oh yeah,
okay,
that's Metalhawk and Vector Prime.
Yeah, Metalhawk. That's Metalhawk with. Oh
man, I have a battery.
Oh shit.
Oh no! Don't look at this. My computer's dying.
Cyborg, get your charger.
No, I'm getting my charger right now.
There should also be
Crisis averted.
Oh, that's Metalhawk with Vector Prime, I think.
Yeah, that's my sad boy.
I can't tell with the symbol. It's too small on my screen. Does it look like it has like a cyber key on his chest?
It's I remember the design. I don't know why I remember it as Vector Prime, but it looks like a weird Z or an N.
Okay.
Hey, get away from me! I don't want to. Remind me later. Okay. I don't know what that was. Let's see here. They have their little sneak peek on a
Titan class Predaking.
Yeah, Titan class Predaking. So all these guys are gonna be Voyager class. So this dive bomb.
I hate to make an obvious pun, but that is literally gonna be beast to own.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
I'm super stoked for that.
Yeah, Time Masters Crunch.
How much you want to bet they actually sell it and it's just full of headmaster guys?
I mean,
That'd
if
be
they
awesome.
were made out of like bread or something, like actual cereal.
No, like what if it was just a box of cereal full of Titan Masters?
Cheapest way to get Titan Masters ever.
Buy a box of cereal.
You just go to the store, you see that.
Oh,
I wonder
hey,
what's
Cyborg.
inside. You get it, and you have like a bunch of headmasters. Hey, I was actually missing these guys.
Cyborg, did you see the picture of the colored Volcanicus?
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, let me go back to that then. They actually this is a hot scoop, hot news, hot Transformer news. As of right now, we can now confirm that Transformers Titans Returns, the cartoon series, launches on November 14th, everyone. November 14th is the release date for Transformers
I actually
Titans
was
Returns.
saying that earlier whenever we were about to start the news. I was saying November 14th. And it's going to be on Go 90, similar to
Right.
Combiner Wars. So tune in every week for an episode of Transformers Titans Return.
Episodes.
Not a sponsor, even though I wish I was. Give me money!
So yeah, as we were saying here, here's a colored version of Volcanicus.
See,
Okay,
last stream,
looking-
I said it looked bad, but now that it's in color, it looks better.
I agree.
Looking at how like Sludge and Snarl are now legs, I can actually get behind it. You can't really notice that like Sludge's head is like upside down pretty much. You just kind of see, oh, it's that gold streak.
Yeah.
It looks great though. Oh, teaser for Abominus.
Oh,
It's happening.
Yeah, Abominus either.
God, he's gonna look beautiful.
Oh my god. I did not see these.
That is gonna look beautiful. I'm excited.
That's a good teaser to combine. Anyway, so I'm gonna once again get off the share and then move on to the fembots so we can get the Power of the Prime stuff out of the way. Come back.
Yeah, because we still have a little bit to talk about, and
Yep.
I mean, we have the rest of the night if we really want to, but do we really want to?
I don't
Yeah,
care.
we all have lives. Let's go. Okay, here we are.
This is something can I kind of take over this one because I am
Sure, by all means.
I'm super freaking excited for these. Oh my god! I'll have to wait till the picture's up first. But once again, to ease the minds of any fellow addicts who's currently watching this, as I continue to mention, the leaks that I provided on Instagram, where a lot of people were freaking out over, these are legit. These are happening. We are getting fembots. We are getting dinobots. We are getting Terracons. And this is our first official leaked look at the Power of the Primes Deluxe Class Moonracer. I am super freaking happy about this because she looks so damn good.
The front of her car kind of looks like the front of Sideswipes and RID.
Yeah, I see that too.
Yeah.
She looks so freaking good. I'm just really happy that we're actually getting those G1 fembots that were in that one episode of Generation 1. This is something a lot of fans have wanted. Of course, whenever Victorion came around, we were given the opportunity to create more fembots, and I'm really glad we did, because let's face it, the Transformers franchise is one giant, robot sausage fest. So, I'm only hoping that we get. I know we're gonna get Firestar, but I'm only hoping we get like Greenlight and Lancer and a few other fembots. But Moonracer here, oh, she's an immediate get. I want her so bad. She looks absolutely great.
Yeah, I like it's. I'm glad that the fembots are getting it, because we haven't had fembots officially, official G1 fembots, especially that isn't RC, isn't like Windblade, especially now because Windblade's all over the place.
Yeah.
It's great that give them their shine.
I am just super freaking happy for this. This is, oh, dude, I'm so freaking happy. And of course, you know what this means. Finally, after years of people wanting this to happen, we get the original fembots. We get the very first ever fembot, the evolution of Ariel from Transformers Generation 1. Ladies and gentlemen, Voyager Class Elita 1. Now, okay, I'm not going to lie. I don't like the idea of the fact that she's a jet, because I wouldn't think she would be a jet, but I can get behind it. It works. And honestly, her IDW design, she seems like she would turn into a jet.
Yeah, I think that's what we were going with. Which, if you get for those who don't know, IDW Alita 1 is not the kindest person in the world.
She a bitch.
Let's just say that she formed a throne out of the deceased like characters in her party. Like she had a bunch of other members in her like group, but when they all died, she like recycled their bodies into a throne. Also, like a piece of her head's chopped off. That's also kind of weird. Like she has like things hidden that we don't know about. She has secrets.
She has some very dark secrets that we have no idea.
We don't know
what
what it is yet. Like we just revealed that she's been hiding, pretty much under her bed. She's been hiding Liege Maximo himself. As much as that sounds like a joke, that's not. She's been hiding Liege Maximo in her ship for like eons.
So if you know,
you know what this means that you know if Alita is Voyager, I think you guys know what this means.
yeah,
That's right.
She's a combiner torso.
She's a combiner.
Well, if you notice, it's the mold that Starscream has.
Yeah.
No, I know. That's why I said it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a Starscream remold.
And she actually pulls it off better than I expected.
Yeah, it looks pretty good to me.
I mean, she still has like that bulkiness that Starscream had, but for some reason, when it's her character, it kind of suits that ferocity and everything that she has in the IDW comics, and it works really well.
Yeah, she's like the big guns of the women.
And I don't know if her official combined name is called Alita Prime, but I kind of hope so because that sounds really cool. But I'm super excited for Alita 1 and Moonracer and Firestar and Chromia. Maybe even an RC, because if that's the case, you know, another complete female combiner, which would be amazing.
Yo, that would be wicked.
So, and then there are a bunch of other stuff. We actually have some in-package looks at a few of the Dinobots and a few of the toys. So we have an in-package look at Dinobot Slug. They're still going with the name Slug. I wish they didn't. But...
Which honestly, we got like, there's no way to call him Slug anymore now. So we just gotta accept Slug because you can't call someone like it's the British word for what? Prostitute?
No, I know.
So we can't
just, like that inner Transformers fan to me. Like
wait, what does
Optimus.
Slag mean?
Prostitute.
It means like whore.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whore, slut, whatever you want to say.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
But I'm like, you know, like Optimus 145 or Bot Bruiser. You know him, how he's saying that he'll call them by their... I'm sort of like that still, but I'm like, I can accept the name Slug because it still fits. But those box arts. All those box arts.
Yeah. I guess they can... I don't know if this is confirming this, but it looks like... Because Swoop has variant colors, either G1 or Marvel Comics / original G1 toy. So I think it's going to be released first as the G1 cartoon colors, and then later on it'll be released as the Marvel colors.
Which I can get behind because you have your choices of what your preference is. For one, I'm going to go for the original Generation 1 cartoon colors to sort of fit with everything else that I have in the Generations collection.
Yeah, for me, like it would have been whatever comes out first. I'm okay with either one of them. Like, because I mean, I personally, when it comes to the Dinobot as a group, my favorite incarnation is the Fall Cybertron versions, and for that one, that Swoop is a white and red Marvel color. So I guess technically, if I really want to pick one, it would be that one. But I would not mind just getting the G1 cartoon as well.
So we have the looks at those two Dinobots. We also got an in-package look on Cloudburst and Micronus, which I really do like the idea that they're using pretender suits for these Prime Masters. Like they could be. Yeah. This is literally like a robot in disguise, like a Prime in disguise. They could be an ordinary Cybertronian. Yeah. They could be like an ordinary Cybertronian and no one would know they're a Prime.
Yeah, I agree. I like the idea of bringing in the...
Which, hey, guess what? Infinite Chaos idea. Stay tuned.
Or you can just hide them under your bed.
That's true. I mean, Alita 1, she knows what... She knows what's up.
I know what you're doing now, Fluffy. Okay. Okay. And,
that's cool.
As mentioned, John Warden said that these pretender suits are going to have the ability to transform into weapons for other Cybertronians, which I thought is a really cool concept alone. And I just love the fact that we're getting like the 13 primes in some sort of scale.
They're pretty
I think that's really interesting.
3 birds with 1 stone.
pretty much. You got like a prime enhanced weapon, and also
Yeah,
then turns into a regular.
this is why I remember Vector Prime, because here's the box art with Metal Hawk.
Yeah, okay, I see it now. Wait, so essentially, does that mean these pretenders are target masters too?
Well, I guess technically, yeah.
That's what I'm
Sweet.
saying. 3 birds with one stone.
This thing. Yeah, no.
You're not a fan of Inferno?
I'm disappointed in this.
They tried.
I'm honestly disappointed. The only reason I would get this is for G2 and G2 Defensor torso.
Ah.
That's honestly
Like,
probably the main reason.
Like, do you think he's gonna like? Is there any like limbs planned for him, or is he just gonna come out so he can just combine with the other combiner toys?
Apparently, many of the combiners don't have that many assigned limbs because, like, you see Starscream combined with like the Terracons and like a lot of them.
I mean, like you can. I'm gonna guess Alita 1 is gonna have the fembots combined with her.
Nope.
But yeah, I guess for everyone else, it seems just kind of like you. Just,
I hate to bust your balls.
What?
I hate to bust your balls, but no, Alita 1 isn't even getting the fembots as her own designated team.
What is Moon Racer not a limb?
No, they're all limbs. Like, they're all going to be Combiner War stuff, Deluxes and Voyagers. But the thing is, on her box art, hers, Abominuses, and Infernos here were leaked.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
If you look at Alita, she has Jazz as one of her legs or one of her arms.
Oh, that makes okay. That's right, Jazz. I forgot about that.
So it's really odd what this is, but
yeah,
just because the box art does it doesn't mean you have to. That's the beauty of you have a preference. If you want the Dinobots to be their own designated team combiner, do it. If you want the Terracons to be their own designated team combiner, do it. If you want the Fembots to be combined with Alita, do it. You have that option.
Won't the Thunderwing and the other dude be able to like combine also?
Thunderwing?
Or whatever their names are. They make Dreadwing?
Oh, Dreadwind and Blackwing?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be combiner arms as well. Every Deluxe and Voyager, as John Warden even said himself, are going to be pretty much Combiner Wars toys. They are going to be able to have the ability to combine with any other Combiner Wars figure and Power of the Prime figure. Voyager, anyway.
I think it's kind of cool.
And yeah, see, here you got to look at Jazz's and Ripper Snapper's arm mode, pretty much. And I think, is that Moonracer? I think that's Moonracer's arm, too.
Probably.
Hard to tell.
Oh, here's the combined Alita torso.
I wonder if she actually has that messed up horn or that messed up like.
Oh, that'd be cool. I really hope so.
Is that the Abominus torso?
That is the Abominus torso.
Whoa, that looks pretty cool.
I'm excited to see what the final product looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, and then we go back to the end product images or the end package images.
So I guess that's it for our Power of the Prime stuff. So what's your final thoughts on Power of the Primes?
I was gonna say you could show the box art for those combiner torsos.
Wait. Oh, okay. We mean like the ones like way back they came out with a while ago?
Like 2 days ago, pretty much. Like if you go to this post and you click the toy news and such, it should take you there.
Gotcha. You got it.
To answer a few questions in the comment section, Slash is unknown to be part of the Dinobot Combiner Volcanicus, and that red hot spot is supposed to be Inferno, but you don't have to buy Inferno. I personally am just going to probably pick him up because G2 Defensor torso, even though I don't own any other. Actually, I might even pass on him. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, if you click that first image, here's our first official, again, leaked look at the box art for, Abominus. I don't know if this is the official name. Just don't quote me on this. Alita Prime and I can't tell if that's Generation 2 or if that actually is Inferno. It looks orange. So
I don't know.
I assume that's the Inferno torso, but there you go. You have your first official.
Yeah, I mean, it probably is. I see is the leg on that one.
Mm-hmm. It's all weird with these ones. Like you see Jazz on Alita, and so there's no designated limbs for these guys. It's just like do whatever you want. But
you better hope you kept your Combiner War toys if you want to have really fun with these.
They're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You're getting new characters, but you also have more combiners. I mean,
true. More mishmax, more just like going around, just doing your own thing.
That's the wonders of cross compatibility.
Any other last things in the Power of the Primes?
I look forward to seeing the full render of Predaking. I'm
Me
super
too.
excited for that. And hey, John Morton, if you're still going to be around with us, hey, how about that Titan class Titan class Scorponok? How about that Omega Supreme?
Yeah, we need those.
That's true.
I'm just saying.
Alrighty.
We got 4 of the. You got 2 of the Titans. Why not the other 2?
So with Power of the Primes, so that's our little catch up on that. So we have 2 more topics to go through. We'll probably go this next one pretty quick. So Robots in Disguise is still airing on Cartoon Network early in the morning. The last episode, sorry, not the last episode, but the episode before that had a big reveal that finally happened after it was teased for like a whole season.
I remember.
Huh?
I know the episode. Collateral Damage.
Yes.
I was honestly surprised because I turned on my TV at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and then I saw there was Robots in Disguise new episode. I'm like, wait, it's back after a hiatus? Like I didn't think I didn't pay attention to anything else on TV because I was watching the episodes when they were posted online by Angelina Pax. If you don't know who she is, go check her out. She keeps you guys posted on everything already. But and Andy Supreme 99, go check him out as well. But this last weekend's episode, well, the previous weekend's episode, not this one's, but yeah. Soundwave.
Yeah, Soundwave's in it finally after being teased for so long. He's back with a G1 based body and a new Laserbeak design.
I have a question.
What?
Yes.
So I haven't really been watching it. So how did he get out of the little like portalception thing?
Well, have you seen like the first time he got out?
No.
Okay, well, basically,
I mean, like,
oh, you want to take over?
Yeah, go on.
No, do you want to?
Okay, I'm just I'll run through this one. I mean, it's not important, but like, so in this show, he's come out 2 times. The second time is because our Autobot cast has they made a ground bridge out of scrap. Then they used Soundwave took the opportunity to make his own space ground bridge through himself, and he broke himself out. In the Transformers Prime design, like he came out like with it as a Transformers Prime Soundwave.
Cyborg.
Yes.
That's actually incorrect.
What is it then?
If I may,
Okay, go ahead.
The explanation was before Soundwave was even properly introduced, we had the information that, nice little callback. Optimus was told by Ratchet that he was picking up Shadow Zone particles activity within their, on Earth. And then I cut to the scene where Steeljaw shows up and, it reveals that Soundwave is there. But Soundwave is holding the combined the Decepticon Hunter because the activator...
No, I'm talking about the original one first.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm talking about that. No, I know.
You said like he used the bridge to open himself, but it like...
No, I'm talking about the first time he broke out.
Okay, because I remember... Okay, I thought we were talking about the second one, but the first one, it was
basically...
I was
just to help out Tyler or Spooky Man, D-Man, whoever asked me.
Okay, you're on the right track, but the space bridge just opened up 2 portals. Soundwave had nothing to really do with it at the time.
All right, so pretty much he burst out that one episode. He showed up in the Transformers Prime design, so he was all like,
which was badass looking in that.
Yeah, it was really cool. Like, to see that design in a whole different animation, but it's like the same. Like that is the same Soundwave that got lost in Prime.
That is Slender Wave. That is yes. RAD style.
So then he got put back into it.
Well, he got put back into it because the humans in Fix-It, because Fix-It, being the only Prime, the Prime, Fix-It, he got his him and the humans together, and they did some good
they did some wonderful distraction, and they got Bumblebee out of the Shadow Zone.
Exactly. So when Soundwave came out, he pushed Bumblebee back in. But then Bumblebee with through calling the humans in Fix-It
through calls.
Like, hey, open up the space. If we can get the space bridge open twice again, I can come out and put him back in. And he do it. So Bumblebee gets out. He throws Soundwave back in.
Taken out like a bitch.
And so then later, a season goes by, and then okay, I described the first time. Michael, go ahead and re-describe the second time.
Yeah. So basically, the whole thing for this particular season is that, and this is sort of mid-season sort of thing. Basically, Steeljaw and a few members of the pack were released via the benefactors on Cybertron, and Well, it's unconfirmed, but I still think it's Cyclonus.
Oh yeah, I totally agree with you on that too.
Because they wouldn't be making like 3 different toys of him for no reason. So
Revenge of the
Steeljaw brings basically Steeljaw in the previous episode before Soundwave shows up was trying to steal nuclear radiated rods to help Soundwave sort of like activate this or build this beacon, this transdimensional beacon to summon Megatron back to Earth. But before that all happened, Steeljaw arrives on the scene. Soundwave, just standing there like a boss. Steeljaw is asking like a bunch of questions, kind of like being that smooth talker that he is. And he hinted that Soundwave had a combined Decepticon hunter because the Activator Minicons stole all of Bumblebee's Sideswipes and Strong Arm's Decepticon hunter, and that's how they were able to merge it. So the Decepticon hunters had the ability, when combined, to pretty much like have that power of a prime. And basically, Soundwave used that to tear open a portal to escape the Shadow Zone and come out in that brand new body. And
Nice.
he didn't really resemble that of his Warrior class toy. If you want a better representation of what he would look like, look up his Activator toy, because that's honestly like the closest representation of him you'll pretty much get.
Yeah, it sucks. Like the toy box art shows him with a G1 classic face, but like they don't show that. It sucks.
I still kind of like the whole like just screen for a face thing. No.
Like, I was expecting like this. Like I thought his screen. So I was expecting this. He has a screen on like normal, but when he's in battle, there's a battle mask in front of the screen that forms into his G1 face. I was hoping for that. That would have been badass. But no, we just have his normal visor.
And we do get Laserbeak. He is a bird officially now.
Yeah,
he does turn into a bird, so I'm happy about that.
He's not turned into some kind of origami bat like last time.
Origami-con. But yeah, you want to know what happens? He gets taken. He gets taken out like a bitch again. He just. Yep. And I don't know what it is with this particular rivalry between Optimus and Laserbeak, because it's like they have some sort of personal quarrel. Like, you took me out in Beast Hunters. You shot me out of the sky. I crashed underneath a bridge. I'm gonna destroy you this time. And complete, by the toys moment, a Minicon by the name of High Test, which is basically an homage to High Q, which was the Nebulon from Power Master Optimus Prime, combines with Optimus via, what was it, neural processor link, like, agreement. Probably. And he becomes basically this freaking, like, truck tank. Like, cannons coming out of the back, missile launchers, all that fun crap.
Sell them toys.
So, yeah, buy the toys. So... Optimus finally takes down Laserbeak in a very graphic way, honestly. Like 2 missiles for a tiny little Minicon. I'm surprised he's not dead. And then, by sheer bullshittery, which I will honestly say, this episode gave me like Battlegrounds feel and Decepticon Island feel. Because we have Bumblebee regain the Decepticon hunter, get the battle armor again, use the heat and the ice beam and encase Soundwave in ice, and then Optimus takes him to Cybertron for custody for trial. So if we see Soundwave in the finale, that would be amazing. But honestly,
so after we've been waiting for this character for so long in the show, and he finally shows up for an episode.
But here's the thing. Finale. Yeah, after this episode, which I want to spoil something about it, but
just do it.
We'll go ahead and so the next episode, this coming Saturday, has a returning character from Prime to show up, and it's gonna be cool.
It's
and
thank Tyler, everyone, for spoiling the episode.
Who cares? It's the spoilers ahead. If anyone doesn't want to stop it.
Spoilers ahead and spoilers past. That's right.
I already heard about
past. I don't think anyone really cares. I'm just gonna say.
I feel like whoever's watching this should know by now because they're all.
But I posted it on Instagram, and yes, Bulkhead is returning, and I'm super freaking stoked about this.
See Bulkhead because I like the Bulkhead.
His design in this looks really cool. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know if it's actually his Transformers Prime style and RAD style, but we have to wait till Saturday. So 5 more days. It's just I'm excited. I'm really excited. And then we also get we get a new Seeker. We also get a new Seeker by the name of Wing Code. Stupid name. I just hope he's red. I don't know why. I hope he's red. But
what if he's pink?
No. Just if that's the case, make him gay. I don't care. Anyway,
Maybe he's purple and black.
there's something I have to address to everyone. You know, in this particular stream, I'm gonna address something. A lot of people in the Transformers community, they really like to kind of get on Robots in Disguise, and I want to just take a moment to, commend Adam Beechin, the writer of the show, for tolerating a lot of crap. I mean, honestly.
Oh yeah, there's an interview that totally just rips him apart.
I am really proud to just have him, be a part of, make this continuity. He practically made this an official sequel series because he didn't have to. He honestly could have had like a Cybertron, like a Brooklyn 99, except Cybertron 99. He could have done that. He didn't. He brought back characters from Transformers Prime. He brought back elements from Transformers Prime. Show creators don't have to do that. They don't have to give you everything you want. They really don't. You
don't have to make Fix-It a prime of all primes.
I'm being serious.
But they did, and that's why we love Andy Beechin.
Hey. I'm being serious here. Hold the jokes. Okay. Sorry if I sounded strict, but I'm just, Robots in Disguise isn't Transformers Prime. That's for damn sure. There are a lot of elements to Transformers Prime in this. There are a few even. I mean, I don't know if there are that many. When I say elements, I mean like little things. Hints of music, sound effects, actual characters showing up. Like actual mentions, references, like they've been saying like Starscream, Megatron, those guys. They don't have to do that sort of thing, but they did. And that's because they appreciated our love and support for Transformers Prime. They knew that this was pretty much going to be like a sequel series to Transformers Prime. A few years in the future, yeah. But I'm just going to say the series is almost over. No more bitching about it. It ain't going to do anything. Because I was on TFW 2005. I was reading a forum. And I was really shocked to find out that this actually happened. A lot of people were sort of shit-talking RID. Adam Beechin himself, the writer of this whole series, commented in the forum. People immediately shut up.
What did he comment?
What?
What did he comment?
He commented, he was very mature about it, obviously. He's an adult. He's like, yeah, I understand that a lot of people aren't going to like this. I'm a big boy. I understand what you're dealing with shows and comics. I can take reviews and such. He was explaining as to why he wouldn't answer multiple questions, like the same question over and over again. He also explains like why he isn't going to answer, is this character going to show up? Because he doesn't want to spoil his own show to everyone. That's why he says no, to kind of keep you in false hope, like, maybe he might show up towards the end. Maybe he might not, So if we don't see Megatron, get over it.
Well, I mean, Megatron just kind of split off and went on his own.
That's what I'm saying. His story was told. And that's another thing I'm going to get into. A lot of people were also really complaining at the fact that, we don't see Wheeljack. We don't see RC. We don't see Smokescreen, Ultra Magnus.
They had their time.
Those characters' stories are told. They're done. They're only bringing back Bulkhead because it's almost the end of the series. And that's kind of been an ongoing thing near the season finale. They bring back Transformers Prime characters.
I mean, Ratchet made sense to bring back.
Season 2, Ratchet showed up. Soundwave showed up in Season 2. They didn't even have to do that, but they did. Starscream showed up at the end of Season 3.
I feel like Soundwave's going to have like a deeper meaning to the show by the end of it.
Soundwave shows up again, as I mentioned in the previous weekend's episode, not this weekend's, or last week, you know what I mean. The weekend before this last weekend. He shows up again. They didn't have to do that, but they did. So we're lucky we're even getting these Transformers Prime characters. So all I'm going to keep saying every time is be grateful for what you're given. Don't be ungrateful little bastards. A show does not always have to, approve or really give you what you want. They don't have to approve to what you want as opposed to what needs to be done. A show is made to tell its story, to tell its character's story, and then end. RC's story was told. Ultra Magnus' story was told. Smokescreen, there's not even much that Smokescreen could do. Let's be real. He was a rookie. What else could really be done as aside from, you know, having sort of a Rescue Bots episode where Sideswipe was in Rescue Bots universe trying to capture a mini-con. Yeah, they could do that in Robots in Disguise, but what point would it be? There'd be no point to it whatsoever. And this is sort of a similar thing. Like, you know, this time in this episode, Bulkhead comes back to pretty much help the Autobots who are infected by the Seeker with Grimlock. The two green guys, the Jolly Green Giants, they're going to team up. You know, they don't have to do that. So that's why I keep saying, appreciate the movies for what they are. Even if you don't like them all that much, just be grateful for them, because movie makers don't have to give us that. Cartoon creators don't have to give us that. Comics, they don't always appeal to what we want, which will bring us on to our next topic, which I'm pretty much going to be an absolute hypocrite, at least to a 50% degree. But I'm just saying, Robots in Disguise is almost over. If you don't like it, that's fine, but keep the hate to yourself. You can express your opinion, but express it in a mature way. As anyone who heard about the spoiler, I do apologize for that, but I do this on my show. If you don't want to watch it, that's fine. But is it really that much of a spoiler to know that a certain character is coming back? You don't know what they're going to look like. You don't know what they're going to do. You don't know how their interest is going to be like. There's still that shock factor. You just know that, oh, a certain character is coming back. That's it. So, you know, and I'm not calling anyone out in the comment section, by the way. I do sincerely apologize for spoiling that. But my hype has been, like, building up since I found the picture.
I mean, that's true, but, like, I mean, that's not like an excuse to be like, I'm sorry, I've spoiled this, but you don't have to apologize because I'm hyped.
I don't even watch the show. I just heard about him coming back.
Well, I mean, at least I didn't say it fully. At least the first time. So
you guys can go into
blame Tyler. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't do that. But I am sincerely sorry about the spoiler, you know, because I'm just saying. And I'm not, as I said before, I'm not targeting anyone in the live chat. I'm just saying to anyone who was unaware about this. So, you know. But moving on from that, I am excited to see what Robots in Disguise's finale has in store, because as far as I know, there is another character in there. It's not an old character, really. This was a character that was sort of referenced by Strongarm a few times. And I read the bio or the synopsis. Right. Dropforge. We're going to probably see Strongarm's old mentor? Commanding officer, I guess? Wait, yeah. She was yeah, I think that's right. So we're going to be seeing them. But I think the episodes go 5 fugitives. Shit, I got to pull up the TFW or TF Wiki.
While he's doing that, what do you guys think is going to happen? What do you guys want to see in the finale?
I want to see everyone die, and that's it.
Oh, dude, same.
Like they just have an all-out battle, and then, like, boom, Megatron shows up with, like, this huge bomb, and he says, "It's time for this to end, you children," and then they all die.
I will agree that, like, these characters, like Sideswipe and Strongarm, like, they would not survive in Transformers Prime, where straight up, like,
they'd be dead.
Yeah, they'll be dead. There's no, like, these.
I can honestly picture it. Like, Sideswipe tries to give a quip to Megatron. Megatron's just like, you know, I'm done with you. Stab straight through the spark.
Transformers Prime got real deep, and it was a little darker. So, I mean,
I think that's honestly the darkest Transformers series we've ever had.
God, can you imagine, like, what if a portal opened and, like, Transformers movie Crosshairs and Drift Hound showed up, and they're just like, oh, like, whoa, Autobots from another dimension, help us capture this Decepticon, and they're just like, oh, you mean that guy? Shoots him in the head. There you go, problem solved. Like it's just whole different worlds. Like, where in this show, there's no death, and so he's like, let's arrest the bad guy, but in the movies, it's just like, oh, look, a bad guy, let's kill him. Like, it's just funny just how just such different, like, worlds some of these Transformers movies are on, the shows. I mean, like, it's just...
Okay, so the episodes for this 3-part season finale go as followed: 5 fugitives, enemy of my enemy, and then freedom fighters.
Good stuff. And then finally, after like 2.5 years, the show's over, and I can stop complaining about this show and start complaining about Cyberverse. Woo!
Yay!
Shall we move on to that now?
Yes. We'll make sure. Do you guys have anything about Cyberverse? I mean, Robots in Disguise you guys want to talk about?
I want to say that maybe, like, possibly, again, I don't know if this is actually legit or not, but Cyclonus maybe releases Soundwave to be like a right-hand man. We're going to see Galvatronus, obviously. We might even see,
I
might
agree
even
that,
see, like... No, go ahead.
I agree with you, Michael, that I think the season finale will have Cyclonus and Galvatronus show up in the.
I honestly also think we're probably going to see Menasor, because he's technically on Cybertron, and from what we knew about Combiner Wars, this dude was able to destroy planet. Or no, that wasn't Combiner Wars. That was this series. He managed to destroy a whole planetary system. This dude means business, so we might see him again.
I mean, for sure we'll see Galvatronus and Ultra B. Like originally, I was thinking, like, would they actually bring back Megatron? Like, I don't think so, but like they keep referencing it. Starscream references it. Soundwave references it.
Yeah, the one title though for that episode, "Enemy of My Enemy," that sort of like screams Megatron's return for me.
I'd be surprised, honestly. I feel like Megatron, like his like presence has been mentioned throughout the entire series.
It's from season 1.
Yeah, like they've always mentioned him, and like I don't expect him. Like if he does come back, do you really expect him to be a bad guy again? He left.
No.
Yeah, he totally left being like not an anti-hero, but he has no lines.
He went to being a neutral, like a nail.
He exiled himself. Like he does not want to deal with anything.
No, he's like done with war.
I'd be surprised if he does come back. I'd be surprised to be like, "I'm Megatron. I'm back to conquering the world." Like it's gonna be like,
wait, Optimus, you're Megatron. Didn't you just last time we met? Didn't you say you were done with oppression?
I don't care anymore. Evil. Like I don't want that. I want it. If honestly, in my opinion, I don't want him to come back. Like I'm okay with Megatron. He's just done. He's gone.
I assume Steeljaw is going to try to once again be like a Starscream and try to like usurp power from someone because he's that little bitch. But I also really hope to see Starscream again. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I would love to see all 3 of the main Decepticons together again. Megatron. Okay, well, Prime Decepticons. No, I can't even call Megatron Decepticon. You know what? Fuck it. Former leader of the Decepticons, Soundwave, and Starscream. I would love to see them together.
If they bring back Megatron, for sure they're going to give him a G1 like reboot design.
Oh, I doubt it. I honestly doubt that.
You think he'll come back as the Unicron body?
I really do.
I don't see that at all. I think like the fact that both Soundwave and Starscream has come back rebooted as a G1 design, like for sure they would have done the same with Megatron.
I'm gonna say maybe he might be a little more along the lines of like a Galvatron design, but he still calls himself Megatron. Like honestly, Cyborg, don't even screen share this, but look up RID 2015 Megatron, and there's gonna be like a card that shows like his design of what it might look like. That might be a huge like thing for what we might see. But what I was also gonna say was we also know that Sumali Matano, a.k.a. RC's voice actress from Transformers Prime, and David Sobolov, voice actor of Shockwave, did a voice recording for Transformers Robots in Disguise. I have a strong hunch we might see them in at least the middle part or the mid-episode of the 3-part season finale, or series finale, I should say.
Remember the Voyager class Megatron they came out with that looked like a Sharkticon?
Yeah, Sharkticon Megatron.
That's what he's going to come back looking like. And then
I doubt that.
Then the Almighty Prime will kill him.
Can we maybe not make that Fix-It joke anymore? It's starting to get old fast. It was funny with Squeaks, but now we have 2 Squeaks-like characters. One needs to go.
All right. So that's our good topic on Robots in the Sky. So let's finish up this live stream with a last topic on the new series coming out, Transformers Cyberverse.
This is a roast session, motherfuckers.
Oh god.
Yeah. Like Michael said, even though he was just saying how to be grateful for your series, we're gonna rip this one open because
this is not acceptable.
Only because we didn't want this to be a.
This is not fucking acceptable.
Yeah, we didn't want this to be a reboot of Robots in the Sky, the series that we just had.
I'm fucking pissed off.
Yeah.
This is such bullshit.
Stop, please.
Why the fuck does Bumblebee have problem with his memory?
Why does he have a nose?
That's I love like in the article when they announced like the first thing that says like noses are back. Yeah, noses are back. It's been so many years.
Like, we haven't seen noses since like Transformers
Animated. It's been 2000 since 2008 or so. Like animated didn't have noses.
Wait, did it? They didn't.
No,
they-
animated. Animated never had noses.
Oh shit! I didn't know. Okay, well then.
Yeah,
I
so the
assume
last time we
Cybertron
had
was the last
noses was
series.
Transformers Cybertron as a
Transformers
show.
Cybertron. Jesus
What are you
Christ!
talking about? Animated
Yeah.
had noses. They all had
It-
noses.
Well, they didn't have legit noses. They had like a design on their face that made it look like a nose, but they weren't noses.
Oh,
To yeah, I mean, the designs. Okay, look, I'm not gonna lie. I really just the designs for the toys, the box art. If it was in that style, that would have been really cool. But I get it; it's a 2D animated series. I'm open to that. Hold on a second. Someone take over.
Finally. Okay, cool. I'm gonna take over. So yeah, I've been waiting for another 2D like animated Transformers show. I loved animated, and also, but I'm kind of getting a little fatigued on the whole 3D animated Transformers show. It's cool and all, but I'm a big fan of 2D animation, and going back to that is great. Like I kind of like how their designs are very more classic side, sort of like Bumblebee has the classic face, but his body's kind of more IDW / movie. Windblade's like design hasn't changed, but she's
Okay, I'm back.
she's only been alive. Okay.
I had to help my mother with something, but yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Cyberverse toys designs with this, the CG box art looks really cool. I'm open to the designs for a 2D animated series like this. This sort of reminds me of like IDW meets Transformers animated, honestly. And I'm somewhat okay with this. Only thing I'm not okay with is the fucking story.
What if it's animated season 4?
Don't even joke about that. Hey, Trans, contact MK Former. Let him know it's season 4.
Oh my god.
Tell him
No.
it's confirmed season 4.
Yeah, tell him Cyberverse is animated season 4 incarnate. Oh god.
Bro, I'm not even.
Yeah, the prep. So, for those who don't know the premise of premise of Transformers Cyberverse, so pretty much the whole idea is that Bumblebee has lost his memory, and him and his best friend Windblade have to go around and help find his missing memories to figure out why he's on Earth or something stupid like that.
Yeah, here
What?
Continue.
So pretty much through each episode, he's going to find a memory, and he's going to remember, oh, that's right, I did an episode with Grimlock once. Oh, I remember fondly now. It was 20 minutes with me and Grimlock on Cybertron. We did this. In each episode, he'll remember something, probably with another guest character, like Wheeljack or Megatron. Like, they'll probably do a character of the week where he'll remember something with a new Transformer that we all know and love.
That sounds like the stupidest thing.
My fellow addicts.
Yeah, no, it really, yeah.
I have a prediction for their next show after this one. Transformers Dora the Explorer edition. Do you know where the Cyber Key is? Very good.
Well, if you think about it, they're finding memories. So, like, I feel like they have a chance to redeem themselves, even though it sounds so stupid.
Here, I'll go ahead and read the official synopsis. Sorry, Tyler. Go ahead and continue what you were saying. But I'm going to go in after you're done. I'll read the official synopsis.
So, like, he's trying to find his memories, and he finds a memory every episode. So I feel like they have a chance to, like, do something really cool with it. But, like, they also have a chance to where they could really F it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm already going to back that up for you. So here's the official synopsis for Transformers Cyberverse, which, sad news, everyone, this was already planned for 2 seasons.
So season 4 and season 5 animated.
Let MK know.
Oh my god.
Okay, so Bumblebee is on a critical mission where lives are at stake, only he can't remember what it is. It's a good thing his best friend Windblade has found him to help repair his damaged memory chips. With each recovered memory, Bumblebee rediscovers his past adventures on Cybertron before coming to Earth. He relives fun moments where he played Cybertronian sports with his friends, and even tragic ones that would change his life. His past will shape him. His past will shape him into becoming the hero we know today. As each memory is repaired, another clue comes to light that will lead them both to complete their shared mission, to save their friends and Earth. However, The Decepticons are hot on their heels, and time is running out.
Why don't we just take the Cybertronian sports out
That's
of
cool
it and leave the life?
thing to say.
Cybertronian sports. The only one we know of is lobbing.
Because the whole part about the life.
It sounds like such a little kid thing.
Experiences. That sounds like it can be.
It sounds like a little. It looks like a fucking little kid thing. Look at the designs.
But
I'm not
Cybertronian
getting on your
sports.
Cyborg, by the way. I'm just saying. Look at those designs.
Yeah, I know.
I have no faith in the show anymore.
So, but we shouldn't really have to what I'm trying to say is this show is targeted for kids 10 and 12. This is great for their age.
But not for us. But that's where we
generation
have
toy line and the movies. That's made for us. We have to just accept that.
And I mean, like I said, I might even give this show a chance. But oh my God, MK is in the comments. Oh my God. Hey, MK, go back about 10 minutes. Sorry, I just screwing with him about that. But yeah, that's why we also were given series like Combiner Wars, where Robots in Disguise was made for little kids, but also Transformers Prime fans in a sense. But this, and here's why I even said this in my Instagram post when I made this. Why is Bumblebee always handicapped in some fucking way?
Oh my God.
His voice in the 2007...
You gotta kill everyone, man.
His voice in the 2007 movie. And then his fucking legs.
He's a gay cripple.
Now he's handicapped with the ability to lead someone in RAD, and he starts to get that, and that's fine, but not his fucking memory. Why?
Listen, they warned us about
for me, what bothers
in Transformers 5. Okay.
Sorry, go on. Well, see, what bothers me is that I was excited for a new show, a new start. Transformers RD was all about Bumblebee and his team. All right, cool. Bumblebee has this moment. That was nice. That was a good 2 years. It's over. I can't wait for this G1 reboot. Optimus Prime, Megatron, all the Autobots, Decepticons. It's back to normal. Bumblebee again. He's main stage again with his best friend Moonblade, remembering when he played T-ball with his mates in preschool. I just
maybe he'll play.
I can't. Once again, I can't nag. It's made for kids, but it's even. I'm pretty sure kids would be like, "What is this?"
No, you can nag it all you want. You're just.
It's a good point. That's a good point. I have the right to nag. Yeah,
but who cares?
I have the right to nag.
I can see.
But it's overall I'm not gonna watch this, obviously, or I will probably. Once again, that just depends on how they go with this. With animation and episodes, I'll watch the pilot for sure. But that'll
watch
make or break it if I continue watching or not.
Unless it's a 2-part pilot, like every Transformer series, every modern Transformer series ever, then the first premise. When I watched the first or 1 or 2 episodes, if it hasn't got me, then I lost. RAD is the first. Transformers Prime, I watched every episode on when it aired. I was like, hell yeah, this is great. Wait, did I say RAD or did I say Prime? Wait, did you say RAD or did you say? I honestly don't know.
Okay, Transformers Prime. Transformers Prime. I watched that shit. RAD is the opposite. I would wait. I waited a month or 2 and then watch what came out.
I'm fearful for the future. I'm fearful for the future of all Transformers shows from now on. Honestly, I get that Hasbro is a toy company, that their audience and their demographic is aimed for kids 5 and up. But for God's sake, I also know that they're trying their best to give us adult fans and adult collectors what we want. That's why we've had Power of the Primes and so on and so forth. But here's the number one thing that's beginning to irk me. I started liking Bumblebee again because of TLK. I hated Bumblebee. I got tired of seeing him. War for Cybertron sort of rekindled my liking for him again too, because first of all, he was voiced by fucking, second generation Johnny Young Bosch. Ichigo from Bleach, Black Ranger from Mighty Morphin. That dude is awesome. And, then what immediately killed it for me, and I'm not even going to lie, Fall of Cybertron. The fact that Bumblebee never spoke again.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's the thing now. That's the thing.
That killed me. That honestly killed my love. And then Bumblebee started, you know, Age of Extinction. His design was pretty badass. I started liking him again, but then too much screen time on him, and I was just like, fuck's sake, back off.
I really liked Bumblebee in Transformers Prime because I cried when he died in episode 13, season 3. All right? And then he came back, and it was so badass. Oh, my God.
And then, you know, from RID, I started like Transformers Prime and RID, I started liking Bumblebee again, but also I'm just like, you know, I know you're there. I know you're the main cast, but you have episodes focused on you. That's cool and all. Get a little bit of your history, but back off. And then now TLK, this most recent Transformers movie, actually got me to like him again. Because here's the thing. I started to understand as to why he was being focused. Because obviously all the movies referenced something within the Transformers lore and the mythos and the franchise. I was okay with Bumblebee being a silent leader. That was actually a really cool thing to see in TLK. It wasn't exactly explained, but even Crosshair said, you know, you need a real leader, which pretty much suggests Bumblebee was that leader from Optimus's absence. He even said so in Age of Extinction as well, or Drift said so. So I thought that was a really cool concept. But then I heard he's getting his own goddamn movie, and now he's getting his own series again. Back off of Bumblebee. Explore the lesser characters, for God's sake, please.
I have faith for the Bumblebee movie, okay?
I'm just
They're
getting
gonna
Oh yeah,
tired
the
of
movie's
it.
gonna be great. I agree, the movie's gonna be great, but this is the show we're talking about. This is gonna be 2 to 3 years of a probably a very annoying show. We're just gonna have to go through that.
And also, just because I want to just make a little YouTube joke, Hasbro stole Secret Transformers show, Chef Bumblebee and Windblade. If you never watched the Secret show, if you never watched the Secret Transformers show by Larry Arts Productions, you wouldn't get it. It's a joke, but yeah, the whole Bumblebee and Windblade thing is like it was a thing. It was funny, but I'm just, oh God, I want this show to do well, even if it's a kid show. Because Rescue Bots was even a kid show, and I watched that like crazy, and it was awesome. It was actually really good. There was no Decepticons in it, but there was all kinds of miscellaneous like natural disaster mishaps and all these like sci-fi sort of things. Because Griffin Rock was pretty much like a future-based city. Technology was sort of aiding the humans and everything in everyday life, and I thought it was really cool. It was a really cool idea, really cool concept. But then, you know. Who knows? Cyberverse could be like Rescue Bots. Maybe it can't be. I don't know. I need to see animation. I need to see transformation.
Two Rescue Bots? I literally can't take that.
I mean, I won't be able to, you know, if it somehow manages to have like a somewhat serious tone like Rescue Bots did, I'll be okay. If the voice acting is good, wait. Oh God, does that mean Bumblebee's going to be voiced by Will Friedle again?
Oh God, probably.
He should be voiced by Transformers Fan Page 101 and have a very high squeaky voice.
God, Michael, you
Wait,
know, Michael.
Actually,
I'm
no.
I'm not
Cyberverse
a fan of Will Ferrell.
No, I know.
What?
I just realized Cyberverse isn't connected with the line continuity. This is a whole
it's
new.
not. So RID is because of the line continuity. RID is the final stopping point.
Yeah, brand new cast. I assume brand new cast. So, but I'm just
like,
oh God, I really
open on your cast.
I'm curious to see what characters are going to show up, if we're going to get any new ones. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. But I have no hopes for Cyberverse. I'll give it a chance, but if I don't like it the first time, I doubt I'll go back to it unless they somehow manage to bring in like a fan favorite character that I personally really enjoy. Then that might be my ticket to go back in to watch that only episode or those only episodes, and then like I won't even watch the rest of the series. If I have to, I'll just look up like reviews.
Now, how great would it be if, like, the first episode, his first memory he remembers is that his parents were murdered by Decepticon. Like, he's in his room.
Sound familiar?
And his Decepticon just like went to his parents' house and slit their throats. I would get into that show now if that was.
Why does that sound familiar? It sounds like a Bumblebee.
All right, I'm already calling it.
Yeah.
Bumblebee's gonna have a very high squeaky voice. It's gonna happen. I know it will.
I wouldn't be surprised if the dude. I wouldn't be surprised if the dude who did the Constructbot Bumblebee voice would do it. I just.
I'm curious. Like, did they confirm that Peter Cullen is going to be in the show?
They have no confirmation as to anything aside from story, so we have no idea.
Watch this be the rise of what's his name? The guy I don't like.
Will Friedle?
No, I mean I don't like him either. But the guy who does Optimus Prime on YouTube.
John Bailey?
Watch this be the rise of Bailey. Oh God.
Oh man.
or no, watch this be like the first thing that people will actually hate if Peter Cullen does it. If he's even affiliated with this show, watch that.
I mean, I would say a lot of people hate RID, which he's in there.
What if they get that other guy that does Optimus Prime that did it in the other shows?
Yeah, John Bailey.
Gary Chalk?
No, wait. Not John Bailey.
Gary Chalk?
Chalk?
Yes.
Oh, God, they bring back Gary Chalk. That'd be crazy.
Is Gary Chalk still alive?
Yeah, he's still
alive.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't imagine him anymore as Optimus Prime. I can't see it anymore.
David K.
Yeah, David K.
That'd be crazy too.
He's still
Tara Strong, guys.
Oh my God!
No.
Who?
Yeah, Tara Strong's Optimus Prime.
What? Wait a minute.
Timmy Turner.
No.
Oh my God.
My name's Bumblebee. We're gonna find my memories today.
I love how they also mention like tragic events in Bumblebee's history, and how it's going to shape him to be the hero he is today.
Murdered.
I'm Bumblebot.
That's right. I forgot. Like I killed my parents in a car accident. I don't want to live anymore.
Wait, how do you kill? Wait, they transform into car unless his parents were minicons. Oh God!
His big brother turned into a minivan.
And that's how he also lost his brother, Cliffjumper.
Yep.
I feel like
go, or he goes home to his parents' house and they both hang themselves because they didn't like Bumblebee.
Jesus Christ!
I was saying, like,
Mommy and Daddy were
because he didn't want to remember.
Oh my God!
I know that obviously it's not going to happen. It's targeted for kids 10 and up. But God, like I would give that show mad props for doing something like that. But I mean, like, but overall, like the show's, I don't know. Blade, I mean that's cool and all. Windblade's like Windblade is Hasbro's baby. Like they made that thing from scratch.
She's starting to get out there, and I do like that. But at the same, I think what actually really got everyone to like her was RID. Honestly, well, either that or the comics. It depends on which one you started with.
Oh yeah, I would say I think for sure it was Community. It was Transformers Windblade, like that mini series. Like that's how I got. That's why I like Windblade now is because of that mini series. It's good stuff.
I honestly liked Windblade and RID. I liked that she was sort of like an RC character. Like she still had that sass and everything, but she was also like very what's the word? Not loyal. I'm trying to think. I guess very humble. To Bumblebee. Like she,
that's a song.
I don't know, but all I'm just gonna.
Do you think we'll ever see Windblade in the movie?
Yes. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if she had her own spin-off movie, and I'd be okay with that.
Like, if not like a spin-off movie, at least like I could see her being part of the cast. Which they turn
her into a motorcycle. Fans get pissed off.
I can, if not like Transformers 6, which probably won't be, but I can see her being the Cybertron prequel.
I think as far as we know, Transformers 6 is going to be a reboot.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, I don't like because they kept saying that Transformers 5 is the final chapter, which I hope not, because I don't feel content with that ending.
But they also open up that big universe, which was like, if it's going to be a reboot, how is it going to connect with the previous movie, or is it just going to be like one?
Exactly. I'd be so down if they reboot it, so then they can make that part of the cinematic universe for Hasbro.
Anyway,
yeah, we're off topic. So final thoughts, everyone. Final thoughts on Cyberverse.
I have very, very low hope for this series.
I mean, I hope the 2D animation looks good. That's all. That's what I'm hoping for. Instead of being like the cheap ones we have nowadays.
I'm curious to see the transition or the transformations and hear the sound effects they're going to use. But if they go back to the G1 sound effect where it's like, I'm just going to be like, God damn it, be original.
My final thoughts: kill the parents. I don't. I'm not. I watched the pilot. If there's no dead parents in that pilot, I'm not watching it.
I'm just gonna say this, and this is somewhat unrelated, but I'm just gonna say, and I hate to say this saying because a lot of people have said it in the past. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Don't judge a book by its cover, because and Trans knows or Spooky knows this from experience. When the announcement of one of my favorite kids shows came, Magic School Bus, and they were doing a Netflix reboot, Magic School Bus Rides Again. I thought that series was actually going to be really bad. It turned out to be really good. They made connections to the old show. So I know
Did Miss Frizzle's parents die?
No, Miss Frizzle's parents did not die. It is a good show made for kids, so Cyberverse might be somewhat like that, except not teaching you about stuff. But I don't know. It's going to take us on a journey. I'm just going to say that much. But, you know,
a good long 2-year journey.
What about me?
Yeah, 2 years. You can say your thing. I'm done with
Unless
what I
it gets really popular, then it's going to be 5 years. Which, God, it'd be 2022.
Watch only the pilot. Just watch the pilot. Don't
like. Mommy,
if you don't like it afterwards.
2022.
Why do I have a nose?
Oh God! If this show managed to surpass
the nose, you know what that means, right? Grab the noose.
Mommy and Daddy, wake up!
I'm gonna.
I don't want to live in a world like this.
I'm gonna just say that if this series somehow manages to surpass 4 seasons, I'm done. I'm just done.
The longest running show is our Rescue Bots, right?
Rescue Bots, yeah.
God, Rescue Bots. I watched like only 3 episodes of that, and they were all with like Bumblebee or Optimus. God, it's a weird thing. Like,
guys, I can't wait.
I didn't expect that show of all shows to be the longest running one.
I can't wait to have even more seasons of animated.
But anyway, yeah. So Trans, you said what you wanted to say. Cyborg, you said your thoughts, right?
Yep. Yes, I did.
Okay. Okay. Fluffy, you said. Did you say yours?
No, not really. I don't have high hopes for it, but you know, if they kill the parents, then it's worth it.
Yeah, there you go.
If they so much as acknowledge the fact that like there are parents, that's gonna be really odd for me.
Mommy and Daddy.
If Jetfire's dad can be the first wheel, then Bumblebee's parents can be dead.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Hashtag dead parents. I'm gonna try to run for that for the Transformers community.
Anyway.
Hashtag dead parents. Okay. All right. So yeah, this is it.
Pretty much it.
We all share our thoughts. Let's all sign out here.
Yeah, I honestly think that's pretty much it. So, whoever, I'm gonna save my sign out for last, obviously. But you know, whoever wants to go up first, by all means, go ahead.
All right. It's me, Matt, or Cybergraptor. I don't know which one. I don't care which one you call me. Thank you for watching. Once again, I'm an admin here. I keep this channel running somehow. Glad you guys stuck around, and it's been like what, 2.5 hours?
About.
Oh dang, was that long?
Thank you all for watching, y'all.
All right, Fluffy, Spooky, either one of you guys.
I want Spooky to go first.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I'm Spooky D, man. I'm that one guy once again, and yeah.
You also have a nice little announcement. Remember?
Announcement?
That you're a part of the.
I didn't. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
Didn't you agree? Yeah. Didn't you agree?
I mean, yeah, but just rather have something to contribute first. That's just me.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Surprise.
What?
Fluffy.
Is Spooky done?
Yeah.
Are you done, Spooky?
I'm done.
Okay. I am Tyler, or the Fluffy Hub, and hit that like button if you want to see the parents of Bumblebee die, and that's it.
Oh, dude, I got like this. I'm liking this channel right now.
Oh, and support the fake Patreon if you think his parents are gonna die too.
Wait a minute,
don't
with
make
Patreon.
Me,
I didn't know
you,
it's a
you don't
Patreon.
make me have to make a Patreon for that.
We're all
do not
gonna
make a
set up
Patreon. That is
All right.
no, that is one thing.
Okay,
I
cool.
will prohibit.
I like their video, guys. I'm a full supporter for that.
Yeah, I don't like Patreon. That is one thing I'm actually going to prohibit.
That's why I said fake
Like,
Patreon.
The very mention of it, just no. Anyway, you done?
Yep.
All right. Shameless self-promotion time. So, hi everybody, TFA 1024 here. As I continue to keep mentioning, I am gonna do my best to bring out content as much as possible, and we are currently working. And by we, I mean Spooky D-Man, Merit Movies, and MK Former W1N, and I are working on a stop-motion script for Transformers: The Last Night Combat Zone, which is going to be a Rising Warfare movieverse stop-motion. So that might be a two-part movie. That might not be. I don't know. We'll see. But stay tuned for that.
Whoa! You guys are writing a script? What is this all about? That sounds so cool. That's the first time I heard
I'll
about
add you to. I'll check. I'll check with Merritt and see if I can add you to it. I mean, I know it's my project, but still, he's like kind of co-writing it as well. Or I think he just made the document. I don't know. I'll add it. I'll add you, and then I'll let Merritt know. But anyway, there is not going to be a casting call for this because this is only going to be a small cast, a voice cast, because I want to get the lines as soon as possible, and I'm probably going to begin filming ASAP. And by that I mean give me 3 weeks. But anyway, stay tuned. Stay tuned for Transformers Union coming out whenever the fuck, I don't know. Stay tuned for Transformers Infinite Chaos's epic return. Stay tuned for Combined Wars United Warriors, TFA plays, TFA reviews, TFA Mobile, that is a new series which I'm going to be showing you guys mobile gameplays on Transformers Earth Wars, Forged to Fight, and maybe even Angry Birds. So we'll see. And announcements. I have 2 more admins, courtesy, for Addicting Entertainment, which is going to be our giant production. I mean, it's a non-profit thing. No one gets paid. I mean, you get paid in recognition.
Can I be
That's all I can say.
of it?
What can you provide to the channel? Tell me in 10 ways. Go. Impress me. Anyway.
Not right now. Not right now.
Then you can't be part of it. I said instantly. Instant.
Oh, instantly? Kill Bumblebee's parents. Kill Bumblebee's parents. Writing.
I like it. You're hired. Anyway, moving on.
yeah, Michael. I think this guy has what it takes.
Yeah. But Spooky D-Man and Merit Movies are going to be part of the TFA 1024 channel, the Addicting Entertainment. So look forward to what content they have in store. If they don't even provide content, look for their editing skills. They both do great work. As mentioned previously, Cyborg Raptor and myself might do a video on how to read the comic guide, in case. Which, by the way, read these guys.
I'm so down for that.
Read these goddamn comics. Read them. I'm serious.
Read the comics.
Yeah. So that's pretty much all there is to say in this episode. Cyborg Raptor, Fluffy Hub, Spooky D-Man, thank you guys very much for joining me. Cyborg, amazing work with the visual aid as well as taking the reins on this. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I love Order.
Go Cyborg!
And
parents together.
Yeah. So as usual, guys and girls, if you haven't already, you know what to do. If you happen to enjoy this live stream and you want to see more TFTC, by all means, go ahead and hit that like button. If you happen to not enjoy it, then hey, hit that dislike button. If you want to see more of our awesome videos, by all means, hit that big red subscribe button. Because this is the only channel where your entertainment will be transformed. And if you want to contact us in any way, shape, or form, by all means, go and do so by leaving a comment down in the comment section down below. Post a message to us via the Facebook page. Also, like the Facebook page and follow us on Instagram for the latest behind-the-scenes coverage and the latest news developments within the Transformers franchise as they occur. And once you guys message us, please be respectful, be appropriate, and be patient, and we'll reply to you guys as soon as we can. But with all that being said, my fellow addicts, that's pretty much all there is to say. So, please remember, until next time, to get addicted, stay addicted, and TF addicts for life. This is TFA 1024, the Transformers Addict, rolling out. Peace.